Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, mother and 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Alright, I'm gonna hit you after we get done with the podcast. I'm gonna hit you.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. They gonna be mad when they get here because ain't no hookah.
Hey, be alright.
They brought their own.
They'll survive. Life happens, you know what I'm saying? They'll be okay. They'll be okay. We in the chat. What's happening? What's happening? There they go. What's up, kids? Y'all come take a seat right on the couch. Mom, you remember Tia and RJ? Yeah, they was at the party.
You ain't tell me RJ was coming now.
No, we literally just hit the stream button, so we warming up. What's happening? Hey.
Where's Cool?
Let me see if my boy really coming or not, man.
Yeah. Who didn't make it?
Kazadi said he running. Kazadi said he running late.
Some type of way. Make you feel some type of way.
Studio you
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
That's crazy. I
See,
just
usually
downloaded
it'll be
that
bad
today.
timing. I hit you.
What you trying to use it for?
Streaming
Game. That's the perfect thing to use, man. Perfect thing to use.
now.
Hold on, let's see something. They gotta hook your mic up. I'm tripping. Yes, sir. We in here. Y'all hit the chat. Let's get some participation today. Y'all know what it is. Settings. Okay, yeah. I was about to have y'all boy and I ain't hooked up. Oh shit. Is the mic? Is it red right here?
Yeah. We ain't on.
I just gotta hold on. This one I ain't got. Yeah. Y'all hop in here, man. Hop in the chat. We getting started in a minute. Y'all know what it is, man. I don't want to do that. Get on in here. Let's see.
You are now tuned in with the Facts and Cap podcast, the best podcast in the world.
Nah, I don't feel like you standing on business, nigga.
Damn, I don't want to have to stop this stream. I'm trying to get this down. Hold on, I'm going to do this. This is what I'm going to do.
She was like, I said,
days, Thursday, Sunday, Mondays, I'm just not gonna see. Like, why'd you say?
Glad you know.
It's not like my ass ain't going nowhere Saturday.
That's too much football.
Hell no, it ain't.
Man,
Ain't no such thing as too much football.
that's a long wait for football.
Why is it back to back every day? Like,
I'm about to get mad.
It usually ain't no Friday games. This is the first time there's been a Friday game.
They don't really do Friday games unless it's like close to Christmas.
Yeah.
But they,
Yeah, but like, they don't ever do that. This first year's like a regular Friday game. It's probably only gonna be this one, ain't it?
either one, yeah, until probably like around the holidays. You know, damn. Yeah. I really don't want to do this. Nah. Usually I gotta set up. I didn't realize I ain't had a mic set up, and so it's not. I don't know, for whatever reason I ain't had this one set up, and now it's not popping up, which means I'll have to X out and then come back, and usually it reset and it'll pop up, but I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to have a new link. Let me see. Take that plug out and put it back in. Let me know when you put it back in. It's in there?
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, there we go. We good.
We in there.
All right, man. We back. Technical difficulties, man. Y'all know what it is. We at the Facts and Cap podcast.
You are now tuned in with the Facts and Cap podcast.
What the fuck you thought? You thought we about to get out of here?
Podcast in the world.
So scared for a minute. I ain't gonna lie.
Standing on business, nigga.
I ain't even gonna lie.
I'm in la ciencia. I know you tryna move forward. I'm tryna hop off a Porsche. Just to know how can I. He said he did what the who?
Hold up, nigga, talk about it, yeah.
Heard it, seen it, probably wasn't true.
Hold up, nigga, talk about it, yeah.
He said, we said wasn't going. Got these people acting like they knowing. Facts of cats, we going back to back, and nigga, all be cap if we ain't got the facts. I mean, he said he did what the who?
Hold up, nigga, talk about it, yeah.
Heard it, seen it, probably wasn't true.
Hold up, nigga, talk about it, yeah.
He said, we said wasn't going. Got these people acting like they knowing. Facts of cats, we going back to back, and nigga, all be cap if we ain't got the facts. I mean, I'm in the soul, hey, come get your nigga, man, come get your boy. He like to jump to conclusions, he jumped to illusion. He stupid, the goofy little boy, throwing his feelings and shit.
This is Facts and Cap, just three niggas with a plan, trying to make them understand music, sports, life, and news like an anchor man. Different views, so don't take it personal if you can. It's only in the opinion, the perspective of some men coming live from the south. Kazadi, Justin, and Brandon in the house, so get ready for the real. It was never for the cloud. This is Facts and Cap, so you know what we about. Ayy, Facts and Cap, so you know what we about. Ayy, so you know what we about. This is Facts and Cap, so you know what we about. Yeah. So you know what we about.
Stupid.
Stay clean as a whistle, you think you official, we know that you not. Hop on the mic and discuss every issue, might take a few shots. Kick back and relax, don't overreact, it's only your thoughts. Tell me is it facts or maybe it's cap, we never gon' stop.
I've seen him do it. I've seen him do it. I've seen him do it.
Yeah, Facts and Cap podcast, episode 178. We back, baby.
So motherfucker 178.
Yes, man. Welcome.
You are now tuned in with the Facts and
We got new
Cap
drops.
podcast, the best podcast in the world.
We got first time guests. We got a recurring guest. So, you know, y'all know Tia. She always here. And then we got RJ in the building. Give it up for RJ. Give it up for RJ. Give it up for RJ. That's the young buck.
Drop now. We ain't got to clap no more.
The young buck of the pod today. So
we get all different type of perspectives.
Yeah, we about to get female perspective. We about to get young nigga perspective. You know what I mean? So hey, I'll take it. Man, this podcast, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's about to start off a little heavy.
We gonna start right there.
Yeah, you know, we like to get the tough parts out the way. You know what I'm saying? No offense, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? You know what I'm saying? We run to the problems. You know what I mean? First off, I want to say R.I.P. to Fatman Scoop. RJ, do you know who Fatman Scoop is?
Nope.
You didn't know Fatman Scoop died?
When?
He was on stage. He was on stage and he was performing and he got on the stage and he collapsed off.
I was mad
from the DJ booth.
I didn't think that was really the video.
No, that was really him.
Oh wait, yeah, no, I know about.
I just saw the video. Like I thought it was just like a regular video on the reels going. I was like, damn, that was the nigga's last words. Like, I mean, at least he went out doing what he loved. Yeah. If I'm gonna go out, I would like to go out just like that, man.
Wait, you want to go out like what? Collapsing on the stage? You want to go out like that?
I'm going out doing what I love. Like I would go if I'm in the strip club and I'm throwing money, and that's why I just have a heart attack and die. Hey, strip club and I'm cool. But I'm saying he on stage, he performing. That's what he did.
First all
like, if I'm gonna go out now, the people around they may feel weird to them, and they may feel away. But if a nigga go out doing what he love to do, hey, I feel like that's a life complete.
Man, what the hell is y'all talking about in this chat already, man? Niggas is ordering food on the chat. Talking about, let me get a burger. What? Okay, I don't know what they talking about. But anyway, shout out to Courtney in the building. Let's get a roll call. Y'all in here early. I'm going to start sending y'all. Damn, this is a good little strategy. Shout out to Ken in the building. Shout out to Auntie in the building. We ain't never seen you in here, baby. My auntie. Let me tell you my auntie. My auntie was talking to me the other day. We trying to talk about Friday after the next. She talking about the Friday after Christmas. I said, what the hell is that? I don't know what that is. Shout out to Diego in the building. Shout out to Atlanta Hood historian in the building. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. RJ, you said you don't know who Fatman Scoop is. How old are you? 24. I'm trying to think. Have you ever seen You Got Served? Yeah. You know the opening scene? Fatman Scoop, good man. Y'all gotta do. You ever heard of Music Make You Lose Control? Sierra. That's him in the Mr. Man in the house. Have you ever heard he from New York. Mariah Carey, it's like that job, it's like that job. Nah, you ain't. This is my life. That's a slam. Hey, nah, he was in there. I mean, Fatman Scoop is basically he's a hype man DJ, and he get on the tracks and he gets you hype. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's who he is. Tia, what you think? What words do you have to say about Fatman Scoop's passing?
I think that, fortunately, like all the legends, they passing away. They getting up there, and it's sad, but. It's crazy. Well.
Fatman Scoop probably middle-aged, man. just
Trying to see. Alright, we trying to fix it right now. That's how we know niggas really watch. Who that? That was Courtney called. Shout out to Courtney, my brother.
Hey, Courtney.
My brother texted me. They said they want to.
yeah. I'm getting a text.
He said it stopped now. I think we good. We good.
Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Microphone check. Okay, we back. We back in the building. We back in the building, y'all. My bad, man. I don't know what happened, man, but you know, I'm the local technician. All right, ma. See you later. I'm the local technician. You know what I'm saying? But we good. We good. All right. What was we talking about? Fatman Scoop. Yeah. Just hey, man. Fatman Scoop was a legend. You know. All right. But yeah. Fatman Scoop, a legend in itself. It's really, you don't really have to explain it, man. You know, R.I.P. to him. Condolences to his family. Man, the DJs, they don't even make DJs, you know, great DJs like that anymore. So, you know, when you see somebody like him go out, it's just like, shit. You know, that we lost one for real. So, you know, I appreciate everything Fatman Scoop did. I hear the legacy gonna live on because he a legend. So, you know, legends don't die. But this one right here, this is the one that really hurt, man. And it seemed like it's always like, I don't know, for me, whenever I'm taking a nap after work, I get up and it be the bad news that I see. And rich homie Quan. R.I.P. to rich homie Quan, man. That one hurt right there. The soundtrack of my young adulthood. You know what I'm saying?
Your birthday was that the 21st, 22nd?
You talking about what?
Was that the 21st birthday? Was that 2011?
Oh, you talking about lifestyle? That was 14. So my 24th birthday. I remember it came out like a week before, like for the BET Awards. So that next weekend, it was already popping. The song was already popping. I remember when Lifestyle came out. That shit, we had a good little party, house party at the house for my birthday.
The whole song in goddamn 2 days.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, man. But Rich Homie Quan, man, the story goes that Rich Homie Quan fell asleep on the couch at his house. His girlfriend woke up, took the son to school, put a blanket over him, sleeping on the couch. Came back. Noticed that he wasn't moving, wasn't breathing, flipped him over. He had foamed at the mouth, and y'all know that indicates most likely an overdose. Y'all know how crazy the pill game is right now. It's like playing Russian roulette with your life, man. It's like, you know, they putting this fin in there, man. You don't know if you're getting good drugs, bad drugs, and just it only take one time to take a bad drug and you can OD. We all know Rich Homie Quan, a staple, a legend in Atlanta. You know, like I said, just young adulthood, people childhood. You know, RJ, I'm sure that'd be your childhood. He, you know what I'm saying? He came out. That was a soundtrack to everybody's life from like 2012 to 2016. We was rocking with Rich Homie Quan. Did y'all see, before I get to that, did y'all see Erica Banks? So, Erica Banks. She put up a video of all their moments. The only problem with that was that she wasn't his girlfriend. His girlfriend was the one who discovered him, you know, deceased.
Can she at least have time to plan the funeral, put this man in the ground before you start disrespect? Like, it's really a disrespect for her.
So my question would be, if you decide, or the sneaky link, whatever they call it these days, do you need to keep it quiet when the nigga dies?
Just because the nigga gone don't mean you can start talking. Shit, you was quiet while he was here. Keep your ass quiet.
Talking when he was alive.
I bet you if he was here, goddamn, he probably would have had a nice little stern talking to your ass. to be nice about it, but shit. She ain't shit, bro. It's bad timing. Like, if you want to goddamn be messy, you should have tried that. Like, don't wait till the nigga gone. Now, you messing up her grieving process. So now she pissed at him and sad at the same time. Like, this bitch.
Damn.
Rich Homie, baby.
Finish him.
I seen it on TikTok. I saved it.
But I mean, she probably, like I said, his girl ain't stupid.
Yeah.
I'm sure she knew.
Well, apparently they was on and off. So I will say we don't know like the context of if he was really doing anything wrong or not. He could have been off with his girl, on with Erica. You know how niggas is, especially the rapper lifestyle. It could have been, maybe he was going back and forth between them both. Who knows? But it was just real.
Yeah, messy.
It was very messy. My whole thing was to put that up, and he ain't even been gone 4-5 hours. You probably knew when everybody else found out. That's probably when she found out.
Homeboys probably hit her early with the text, so she might have been early on in the game finding out.
What I will say, coming from her point of view, right? From the video she put out, that didn't look like any kind of sneaking around. Because they was out at the club together, out at the bar together. He was kissing her all in public and stuff. So I will give her that benefit of the doubt. I just think that it was just like, clearly the internet part of it was not out there. So you waited until he passed to put that on blast, and the body ain't even cold yet. The body ain't even made it to the damn morgue yet. So that's what was weird to me. You know what I'm saying? So
as a woman, right? And I ain't saying you ever been a side piece, but if you were a side piece, how long do you think it's respectable to wait to show that you was with this man if you know he got a whole family?
First of all,
I'm not, just hypothetically.
Hypothetically, if I would not be in that situation because I don't never play the back. I play the front. But if that was gonna be me, and I seen that he obviously died at his baby mother's house. They have more than one child. Obviously he was still dealing with his baby mother. And I knew what we have going on. I'm not about to be on Instagram letting the world know. Yeah, guys, I was messing with him too. No, if I knew we have going on, I'm gonna grieve in private. I might post something, but I'm not finna make a triller or a slideshow of photos of us. That's so crazy to me. That is so crazy to me. But you know what? It's really not crazy to me because I just feel like hoes love just letting people know that they mess with a nigga. That's why they be commenting on the pictures, doing too much, all that kind of stuff. So it really doesn't shock me what's going on. But honestly, all the sides should be grieving in peace.
Chat, let me know what y'all think down below. Chat, let me know.
I feel like if you
Was she out of line?
You need to grieve with the people that you knew that already knew about y'all. Hit the little side group chat with your little ratchet ass whole friends and
finish him.
Homeboys that already knew about
the third girl. I seen the third girl. The third girl, oh my god. The third girl was like, "You're my soulmate."
Oh my god.
But you know the side's gonna hurt.
These bitches just be wanting these niggas, want everybody to know, hey, I was fucking with Rich Homie too. Yeah. I was fucking with him too.
But you know the third one probably was the one.
Bitch would have never did that shit. Look, the nigga can't ice you out no more. He can't pay your rent. He can't do shit for you. Now all of a sudden it's like, well shit, let me air it out.
He gone.
Y'all wasn't fucking with that nigga because y'all loved him. Erica Banks, them big ass fucking baby hairs. You give him windshield wiper fucking baby hairs. You got your ass was just trying to get some clout. You didn't love that nigga like that. Fuck out of here, ho.
But what I'm saying, the third one probably
he love you.
Always one side that goddamn love you more than he probably trying to shake her off, but you can't just leave her
because she gonna blow it up.
The spot, so you gotta keep her close.
RJ, what you think, man?
I think hoes just like letting it be known that they hoes.
Explain. Deep dive into that. Let's get a deep dive. Let's get a deep dive. What we doing?
Because, like she said, just grieve with the people that knew y'all had something going on. You want everybody to know what is that going to do for you.
Yeah.
It ain't going to do nothing.
Nothing.
It's not going to help your pain. It's not going to do nothing but bring more clout to your name and more people looking at your Instagram and stuff like that.
That's what she wants. She trying to get some engagement.
Exactly.
You know, Love and Hip Hop probably about to start. You know, she need a storyline, shit like that. Because the last time I seen her last week, I didn't think it was real anyway. What's the nigga intoxicated? The nigga from Love and Hip Hop. I thought they was dating. I seen her talking about he used to eat her butt or some shit. So I'm like, damn, you went from that, the nigga that used to eat your ass, and now you fucking with rich homie Quan. It's just like.
And what's crazy is all the girls he's posting, like aside from his baby mother, Rella, them pictures is recent.
Man, rich homie
Them
Quan
pictures
was out
is
here
recent.
slanging wood.
His homie just got back on, you
Them
know.
pictures is recent.
He was trying to he had just did an interview about taking, how he was going days not being sober and shit, and was on Molly hard, and how big he was on drugs. So I think he was trying to take a turn for the better, and then you got all this going on. It's just sad, like when you hear a nigga he's speaking so positive about some shit, and then a nigga got there and give you a fake perk. I'm like, bro, if that prescription bottle ain't got my name on my mama name, somebody like that
shit
name
probably don't
on
got
it,
a prescription.
I'm
man.
not even taking it. I ain't even playing with it because this shit out here, man. And I don't even like drugs. Like I don't like prescription medicine anyway. But I'm saying if I had
if you was in his shoes, if you was on them perks and them yerkies
like,
and
that
shit,
shit gotta have my name on it, man. I'll pay somebody on the inside at the doctor's office, the pharmacy, to make sure I get the real shit. Ain't no way I'm buying no shit like that off the street.
Especially when you got that money, you can do that.
You can find ways, bro. Like I ain't trusting my homeboy. I wouldn't even trust this nigga to give me a pill if he did it, and that's and it's not even his fault. You could be your day one, and you think you giving me some real shit, and you don't know somebody could have fucked you up.
So I got it.
Some press on.
I got another question. Tia, if you the girlfriend, who you mad at? Rich homie Quan, Erica Banks? Like, how do you respond to a situation like that? He gone, she out here putting out the business, the other girl out here putting out the business. Like, how you supposed to react to that? Like, do you owe Erica Banks an ass whooping when you see her? Is it like, I'm mad at my nigga, I'm gonna bury him, but fuck him? Like, how you react to this shit?
I'm gonna slide in her DM and be like, hey, love, what you got on the funeral? since that was your nigga.
Since we was sharing.
Everyone who posts something, I'm gonna be like, what y'all got on there? I want flowers here, I want blue.
Yeah. Send some flowers. We can sit up front. We can all sit up front together.
Instagram.
We could all sit.
And then as far as my nigga goes, wait till
you gonna slap the dead body?
yes, I am.
God.
You gonna slap him
Finish him.
and hug him at the same
It's
time.
hell to pay. Even
Stupid,
in the
you still was
afterlife.
doing this shit.
You don't tell
I'm gonna miss your ass. But you still.
Wait till it's just us. Can I have a moment, please? What the fuck?
She gonna go to the viewing of the body like,
You can view the
hey,
body,
she gonna go to the
family
viewing of the
view
body like, I know your skinny ass was not out here throwing all this meat to these hoes. Got these hoes thinking they was the first lady.
All this meat, hey.
You know you gonna hear my mouth.
Thought they was the first lady.
You are gonna hear my mouth.
Bitch.
No, but for real, like it's unfortunate because that really takes away from his passing. I hate that they're doing that, like trying to get attention.
But luckily, hopefully she's one of them ones like, all bullshit aside, I know who this nigga was. That shit don't even surprise me. I'm still like, we got these kids. Like, I'm gonna focus on that. Like, hopefully that's how she can,
Man, tell the truth, man. That hoe ain't going nowhere anyway when he was doing what he was doing. Because that nigga was paying the bills.
Finish him.
He was paying for her motherfucking Versace sandals.
Finish
He was
him.
buying her Gucci shades.
Finish him.
She had room and board.
Finish
The baby
him.
went to private school.
Finish him.
Listen, I ain't saying that I condone it,
Finish him.
but shit, if that nigga wanted to go get him a little celebrity punani, and he fucked around and died a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Shit
Finish
happens.
him.
Listen, you knew your nigga, listen, and y'all had nerves to
Finish
be on and
him.
off again. What you thought he was doing when y'all was off?
Finish him.
I mean, honestly, at least he died there and not at one of their houses.
Oh, that nigga out there.
You feel like a celebrity hoe better than the stripper hoe?
What you mean? Like in terms of what? Like which one you wife up or which one you?
I'm talking about like how all these hoes posting pictures of him like
Okay.
movies together and shit like this.
He said if it was a strip.
I definitely, I would think, I would hope. Listen, if I was to go out and I was rich homie Quan, right? I would at least hope that the celebrity hoe, I went out, because now it's like you looking like the nigga that's just like you wilding, you out here fucking the strippers. You know what it looked like when you out here fucking strippers. Like they look at strippers as dirty. Like people look at strippers as dirty. Like they sell, meow. out the strip club, shit like that. So it's really gonna look like, damn, you really was out here just doing you for real. At least like the celebrity is like, I work in the same field as this girl. We happen to do same shows. Not saying that either one is okay. I'm just saying like it looks a little bit better. That it's like, okay, you messed with a girl that got at least some kind of motion. You know what I'm saying? The stripper is like, the women are gonna look at a stripper as like a dirty stripper hoe. You know what I'm saying?
But what about Trouble? Because
he went out the
he had
saddest.
died at a. Was she a stripper?
I don't think she was a stripper.
So.
No, I think she was a stripper, but she also was a rapper.
Oh yeah, she was. Yeah.
She was trying to get her rap game going.
That's a whole different situation right there. He just was lacking.
He was thinking with the
The
little head.
problem is that was his main side. Like you have to be that comfortable to go to sleep. You're not comfortable. You gotta be to go to sleep at the side house.
Yeah.
In his interviews where he's saying, don't ever go to sleep at the girl house.
That's how I said. Like he trusted her, bro.
I don't know why.
Well,
You don't go to nobody's house, bro.
hey man, but let's get out.
No, we ain't done yet.
Hold on, no. I'm saying on Rich Homie. I'm saying, bro, what's y'all favorite Rich Homie song or favorite moment? Or get something like that, man. Let's talk about Rich Homie.
Ooh, I like the dance, the freestyle where he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
But the freestyle, I watched it today, and I kind of was like laughing but sad at the same time because of how geeked up he was.
Yeah.
And like knowing that's how he went out.
Yeah.
But it still was like
it was a classic moment though.
Yeah, it was a classic moment. You seen the freestyle? You've been at the crib and heard it.
Yeah.
You seen it?
I think.
It's been like 15 minutes. I'll show you when it's over with, bro. Like I said, I watched it today, but I was like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm over here laughing. I almost dropped a tear, dog, all at the same time. Like, I don't know. That shit was different, man.
Yeah. Oh, I got a question for y'all, everybody.
First of all, let me say, appreciate everybody that hit me for the sound check. I got like 7 texts. Appreciate y'all. It let me know y'all watching. How about this? Y'all motherfuckers could get in the comments and we could really, communicate. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Little quick drop.
How do y'all feel? How's y'all's opinion about? They say that like Thug and him never reconcile 100%. Like, how do y'all feel about like that happening? Like friendships ending and then somebody passing away.
Wait, what happened? What'd you say?
You ain't hear nothing I said.
No, I was listening. I just zoned out for a second. What'd you say?
They said that him and Thug never reconciled 100%.
Okay.
Like, and how do y'all feel about that? Like, friendships ending and then like not
that shit
reconciling.
happen all the time, and I mean that's the bad part
about
it.
Wait, do y'all feel like? I guess my question is, do y'all feel like, fuck it is what it is,
I don't think
or do y'all feel like life is too short? Make up.
I think that one, just from the outside, not knowing all the details, it probably is gonna be like, damn, I wish we would have had one more conversation. At least it got down clear the air, but we don't know. They may have squashed the shit.
Nah, he talked about it 2 days ago. He talked about it 2 days ago. He did an interview.
Okay.
And he said they asked him would he be willing to talk to Thug, and he was like, yeah, I'll sit down and talk to Thug. But the thing is, Rich Homie Quan always kind of been like on some I fuck with Thug shit, like the same way Gunna is right now. It was Thug that was saying he don't fuck with Rich Homie Quan. Yeah. And I mean, that's street shit got in between that. So my whole thing is like this. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, if I'm Rich Homie Quan, I'm content with not fucking with Thug because it was some street shit that got in between it, and I was caught in a bad place. Lucci's my label mate and also a friend of mine, and then Thug is my homeboy too, and they beefing, and it's like some real street shit going on. I'm gonna step back from them.
Then he just kind of like just took himself out the middle.
Yeah, and then his manager was Nut, who got killed, and then on top of that, Birdman wasn't paying. He had to leave because Birdman wasn't doing proper good business. Yeah. He wasn't paying the studios. They leaked like over 100 of their songs. So, I mean, it only made sense for him to fall back. So, me personally, I'm content. Now, Thug, I think Thug probably feel like, damn, man, all that shit, all my stubbornness and shit wasn't worth it. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, from the outside looking in, it looked like Quan never really did nothing wrong. And Quan really wasn't a street nigga for real. You know what I'm saying?
Portrayed to be either.
Yeah, so I just think that it's if I'm thug, if it's how I seen it, I would probably feel a little bit of regret. But I mean, at the same time, you in jail, you in prison. It's a lot of regret going on. There's a lot of people that didn't die while he didn't.
That's a lot of shit that's added on too with everything else he got going on.
Yeah,
I'm sure he feeling this one.
yeah.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I've been waiting to see if his people put out something.
What you think, RJ? How you feel about that?
From Quan's side,
Either side. Yeah.
like shit, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I tried it. You ain't fuck with me. Okay, cool. I ain't. You feel me? I ain't gonna let it phase me no type of way. I'm still gonna make some money.
Yeah.
Thug, I think he in his cell thinking about it. Might not be all day.
He ain't got nothing but time to reflect on it.
Exactly. It's moments where he's probably in there looking at stuff online,
Yeah.
seeing stuff about Quan and like, damn.
I think you got a nigga like Quan gone. Nigga lost what his baby mama while he was locked up.
No, he was out. He was still out when that happened,
Yeah, he
but
was out.
you know he lost. Fucking little kid died when they got locked up. School, Trouble died.
So it's like a lot of shit.
He just got a lot on his mind, bro. It's probably been a long 2.5 years of just being in jail. It is probably fucked up because it's one thing like if you probably away in prison, South Georgia or some shit. It's like, bro, I'm still in Atlanta. I just can't leave the building. That's probably what's really fucked up. And I'm fighting for my life, like, and it's a whole bunch of shit going on outside. But honestly, I think that he should look at it like, hey, a lot of this shit could have been me, and I'm probably going through what I'm going through for a reason. Sitting here, the case ain't looking strong anyway. It's just a matter of patience.
Wasting that nigga time.
Yeah, you probably really just need to just sit back and just reflect, bro. Get your shit together. And hey, this is what I say when niggas die, bro. Like you ain't like, I mean, he didn't die on no violent shit, but it's just like you live instead of like, you know, niggas that died and got killed and stuff. Instead of, you know, Takeoff died while he was out there, but I would say live for niggas instead of like living to like avenge niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, you know, he just got to stay focused, stay strong. You know what I mean? So
I can say from past experiences, he probably not even dwelling on it right now.
yeah,
Like it's gonna be something that eventually is gonna touch him. But right now, with his case going on, he ain't got time to be thinking about it.
yeah, he ain't got time to be in court thinking about
I
that.
think just because of they run and what, at least from the outside looking in, like how close they was, I think this one might hit different. Just because they bond.
Possibly.
So, what do y'all think about everybody? Y'all know when a rapper died, everybody get on there and be like, "Oh, now y'all fuck with this rapper. Y'all should have been giving him his flowers while he's alive. This is fake love."
That nigga got all his flowers.
Rich Homie Quan currently, I Never Stop Going In is number 1 on Apple Music. So people are now saying that everybody's fake for listening to him right now. Y'all wasn't showing him love. He was struggling back, you know, right now before he passed away. What do y'all think about that when people say that type of shit?
Shut the fuck up, man. I told you I hate the internet. Like, of course, it's gonna bring more like the memories gonna pop back up when somebody passes. Like it take you back to them times.
Niggas grew up the Rich Homie.
Yeah, so it's like Rich Homie don't have nothing out. Like I mean, he was just starting to drop, you know, a single here, a single there. The newest shit he been dropping, you know, it's been good. Like he was on the road to a good comeback, but let's be real, there was no new projects out for us to keep Rich Homie alive on the streaming. Right. Like,
yeah. And Rich Homie came out before streaming too.
Right. So niggas wasn't listening on streaming on the regular. Like it's been times I've run back and listen to some Rich Homie, but not like every day. But that don't mean like when he passed, like damn, now I'm going back to the memories, and then you gonna show you remember how much you love him and all that shit. Like the
Courtney said, I hate when people do that because people always rock with Quan. Even when he was alive, he made an impact. So, of course, the love going to be shown when he passes away.
It ain't one time y'all can go out before this that you ain't go to the club or a lounge and you ain't going to hear no Rich Homie.
I'm going to say this.
Gonna hear some Rich Homie.
I'm going to say this. Rich Homie Quan never been out of work. Rich Homie Quan was still doing shows every weekend. He was still, and who are the people? How is he doing those shows? Because people is buying tickets. People is going to the clubs. They going to these venues to see Rich Homie Quan. That's him receiving his flowers. the people are financing Rich Homie Quan's career even as an independent artist at this point. So how are we sitting here saying, oh, now y'all fuck with Rich Homie Quan? What we supposed to do? Why is y'all niggas trying to gatekeep the R.I.Ps and the niggas listening to his music? Like, what is he supposed to do? Like, of course, when Rich Homie Quan dies, I want to hear "Get the Fuck Out My Face." I want to hear "Lifestyle" and some type of way, Milk Marie. I'm gonna YouTube and look at nigga when your cousin died. You gonna look at the family videos, right? You might have to blow the motherfucking dust off that VHS, right?
I ain't looked at that shit in 20 years.
You ain't look at that motherfucking shit. Somebody died that you went to school with. You gonna pull out that yearbook, right? You gonna pull out that senior book that you did with all the pictures in it, right? You ain't look at that motherfucker every day. So that's my whole point. Like, niggas just gotta shut their retarded ass up for real. Cause if you're around our age, for sure, you definitely still listen to Rich Homie Quan.
Right.
Like,
I mean, and also too, I feel like everybody has their time. Like, not everybody is
Facts.
gonna stay on the charts for 10 years like Drake. That's just not factual. So I just feel like he had his time and he was shown mad love when he had his time. And now I feel like, why not celebrate him now? What's wrong with uplifting him? What's wrong with running his streams up? They got film to pay for. He got some sons. Like
this the point. This the point right now is where us going back to the music is putting money in his kids' pockets.
We just did 2 podcasts. One on the top 50 rappers ever out of Atlanta. They did, and Rich Homie Quan was on there. That's showing love. They just did a group, and we ain't even agree that Rich Gang was a real life group, and they still had them on the top 15 Atlanta group. So, like, what are we really talking about? Rich Homie Quan name is embedded within the culture, especially in Atlanta. Like, what are we really talking about? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't know. I don't agree with that. I mean,
R.I.P. that man, though.
Yeah, R.I.P. to him. One more thing before we get out of here. How petty is Quavo, man?
That was wild.
I think he was taken out of context.
They said he wasn't being petty.
I don't think he was being petty. When I saw
Why you ain't think he was being petty? So Quavo put up a picture. It was him. It was the Migos. It was Thug. And it was Rich Homie.
I know.
Rich Homie, he put up a dove, R.I.P. over his head, a dove emoji. He put up a chain emoji over Thug. And then he put up a rocket over Take, of course. And then he put a heartbroken emoji over Offset. We all know Offset. They saying that he was fucking with Sweetie behind his back.
That's the first thing that came to your head when y'all saw that? Because it's not
Yes.
mine.
Why is his heart broken?
Bro, it's just like, damn, bro. We was close, like, damn. Like,
Why aren't y'all close? Why aren't y'all close, Brandon?
I'm saying we had our differences. I hate that we.
What are the differences? No. What are the differences, Brandon?
Bro,
The difference is what he fucked the nigga's girl.
allegedly.
But that's the differences, right? That we know
Bro,
of.
that's different. I'm saying that you.
The nigga said it on the
really
record.
if
He said the
was
nigga
really
fucked my
mad,
dog.
Like, all right, look. What I would have took as disrespect if he would have put like a clown emoji over the nigga face, or he would have just put something over his whole face to take him out of it. He didn't try to take the nigga out of the picture. Like, it wasn't.
We didn't say
I
that.
didn't
We just
take
said he's
that
being
emoji-
petty.
that
We said he
emoji
being
wasn't
petty.
smoke.
The nigga's alive. We didn't say it was smoke. We didn't say that he trying to fight the nigga. We said it's petty.
I don't think that's petty.
So did he have to do that?
I think
Was that necessary?
But I think he came from a place in his head that didn't look petty to him. And it was just like,
Man, he was
like,
being a messy ass
we not
bitch.
That tight. We
You
not
could
as
not
tight.
put an
Like,
emoji right there.
that would have been petty too. Y'all would have looked at that as petty.
No, we wouldn't have. You're lying. You're lying.
So if they
No,
didn't
we would not.
He put an emoji over everybody's head except for him.
He's alive and well, nigga. Everybody else is fucked up.
Everybody,
They dead or they in jail.
He didn't put no emoji over himself. He could have put
Yeah.
a money emoji over
Yeah.
himself. And he was just talking.
He purposely did that. He knew what he was doing, bro. Niggas ain't stupid. Niggas ain't just be like, I just put that up there. I didn't know what I was doing.
But them niggas-
The nigga put that up there
they ain't
because
got
he,
no beef. It's just like that.
they said they didn't have beef before that. So that's my whole point.
Like, damn, I wish we wouldn't have fell out the way we did. Like, it's just like.
He didn't have to do that. He should have called him on the phone and said that then.
But that's how that nigga felt when you put it there. How you gonna tell a nigga how to
Well,
put it
nigga, you being a messy ass bitch. That's just what it is. That listen, man. I know you wouldn't have did
That's
that.
why I didn't hop in when y'all was talking about it in the chat. I ain't say shit because I was like, yo, I'm feeling different on this. Like,
So if you felt the type of way because your homeboy did that or whatever, you instead of you going
but if we've
online,
already talked about this shit, and I know,
and so you got online, you got online and did it, and you see what. Let me tell you the difference between both of them niggas. Offset got on the phone with him and talked to him, and they said they was good, right? Where as to this nigga isn't expressing his feelings, and he's putting shit over the nigga head on the internet. We supposed to be solid, bro. If you my no. If you're my friend, and you got a problem with me, bro, and you still feel a type of way,
a broken heart mean a problem?
yes, there's something that's unresolved, my nigga. What you mean?
They could just be like, damn.
Bro, you a flaw ass nigga, bro.
People can, okay, so you can have, things can happen between friends and you can have fallouts with people and you guys can, somebody can apologize, you guys can reconcile, and somebody can still have feelings about that situation.
But
like,
a broken heart says that much? Does it just say like, oh,
Bro, you're a celebrity and you did that. You know what the repercussions, you know what's coming from that. You don't play stupid.
nigga grieving. It's a grieving picture. Like,
He not
probably
grieving.
ain't think that shit through. I think that's why he put up the next shit.
Man, Brandon, shut up.
let me tell you what would have been really petty if he cropped that nigga off the picture.
Nah,
That's petty.
You know how he thought it through? Because that ain't just one text. He had to search up an emoji.
Yeah.
Put it above somebody's head. Search up another emoji. Put it
Hey,
above somebody's
he had to shorten the size of it. He had to pinch. He had to pinch the heart, place it over his head. He probably went from left to right too. He put Take right here.
Facts.
He put Thug right here, Rich Homie right here, and then the nigga said, "What I'm gonna put for this nigga?"
You gotta size it in there.
That nigga had to type in the search bar heart or broken heart.
First off,
he had to type in.
That's in his recent emojis. He did not
No,
have to
that
type
nigga had to
in.
do that, man.
I'm sure that wasn't.
No, man, you know that shit ain't right, bro. Niggas ain't solid, bro. That nigga being messy, bro. He being petty, bro. That's all it was. And own it. You was being petty. That's all it was.
That's what y'all. That's how y'all took it. I didn't take it that way. That's why I got there. Kept my comments to myself yesterday.
What up, Destiny?
Mike Jones.
All right, man. I'm talking about the last heavy topic. We can run through this one. Y'all know the shooting happened over there in Winder, Appalachia High School. That's about 30 minutes away from here. Shit, that's even closer to Brandon.
So that's at 15 minutes from my 12 minutes, really.
Yeah, Appalachia High School. I was at work. One of the homies. We was finishing up at work. We was sweeping and stuff, so we can get up out of there. And I just seen that nigga answer the phone, and his daughter FaceTimed, and she was like, "Daddy, get here. I'm outside. Please, they're shooting." I just seen that nigga take off running. And I was like, man, what the fuck just happened? But apparently, a 14-year-old was gifted for Christmas AR-15 after he was already being from his own father, after he was already being investigated by the feds because he's been making threats online. This was at 13, when he was 13. So, the dad gave him a gun. And from what I'm hearing, I don't know if this is the truth, but from what I'm hearing is that he didn't make the football team or something like that. And he went to go kill all the coaches. He did end up killing the defensive coordinator. I don't know how true that is. I just know that, a crazy white kid would, huh?
He came from Mountain
Oh,
View.
that's what they were saying.
Coach.
So he was new.
Yeah, he just got over there.
He ain't even coach nothing. Damn.
Like, he ain't been that long. I'm just put like
Yeah.
I know exactly.
And basically he ended up killing 4 people, injured like 30 plus. Very sad situation. Condolences to everybody who lost their life. Prayers for the people who was injured in the situation. Seeing students recounting the situations, man, it's gonna be a lot of students that need a lot of therapy, a lot of help for their mentals. So we just pray. We pray for them. Just
online homeschool from now
yeah.
on.
The father was arrested as well. 2nd degree murder, endangering children, things of that nature. So just give me y'all thoughts real quick on that situation.
See, if this was your average child in Winder, y'all hunt, y'all do shit like that, gifting that type of a kid, if you know your kid's mindset, your mental, and you keep the gun in your possession, I don't see that being a problem by gifting your 14-year-old kid a gun, being that they hunt, they do shit like that. But that gun is not going to be in the kid's possession for them to get it anytime they want. But the thing is, this kid is already being investigated by the FBI for making terroristic threats and shit like that. Like clearly he's not stable.
I don't even think a kid that age should have a possession of a gun.
No.
I would say that only if I didn't know kids that had guns at 14.
Nah,
like, if you
they
go
shouldn't
at
have a
night-
gun. They shouldn't have had it.
I'm saying but I'm saying not keep it into your room. Like this staying in my gun cabinet. This is yours.
Now I believe in like the law. Like, okay, I can bring my 14, 15-year-old me to the shooting range. I can teach him how to operate a gun, things of that nature. But I'm talking about a 14, 15-year-old telling them this is yours, or even you having access to the gun is a little bit shaky for me.
So
That's some down south white people
if
shit.
If you're going out with your kid, you hunting. I know, like I said, my old manager, he hunts. His kids have had guns since they was 10 years old. But they've never, like, the gun stayed in his room, locked up in the case. And when it's time to go hunting, that's when you get your gun. You don't get your gun in your room.
I think you should just go hunting when it's legal for that age for them.
No,
to
it
hunt.
is legal.
Okay, so yeah, if it's legal, then
That's what
cool.
I'm saying. Like, that's fine.
I'm just saying, as far as like saying, nigga, this is your gun, I don't agree with that.
I grew up. I'm from Texas. I grew up hunting. I've never been gifted a gun to go hunting with.
Yeah.
I had access to them, as in, look, I want to hunt with this one today. I
Yeah.
can do that. But as far as, oh, this my gun that I hunt with, nah.
But
That's crazy.
I feel like it's one of them things you gotta know the kid. If you know your kid ain't stable, there's some smart
You
kids
gotta
that
know
know about the guns. They know how to. They're responsible. They know they proper. They handle it properly.
Yeah.
And they have no access to it outside of when it's time to go to hunt. And then I hand you the gun here. We're at the we at the range. We in the woods. That's when you get it, and then you return it back to me so I can put it.
Yeah, that's basically what we all saying. But
In the same token, my bad. In the same token, he might not have even thought his kid was gonna do nothing like
bro,
that.
he got
Regardless of the
investigated
threats,
last year.
Regardless of that, right? That's last year. You said he gifted it to him on Christmas.
check this out.
We way in September.
Yeah.
Meaning this kid actually thought about it. He planned on what he was doing.
Well, he was already. He's a terrible father because you got your son that after the FBI already was investigating your son for terroristic threats. There shouldn't have been a gun around that motherfucker.
Like,
And you give him and we talking about hunting. An AR-15 is not a hunting gun. That's not a gun that you go hunt with. If he would have got him, here go a shotgun. Here go, you know what I'm saying? Here go, I don't necessarily know all the hunting guns, but I definitely know AR-15 ain't a gun you go hunting with. That's some goddamn military type shit. Like
And let me just add my little 2 cents. My grandpa, he was like a big hunter, right? And we would always go to his house, like in Virginia. When I go back to Virginia every summer, and we spend summer with him. And me and my sister, I consider us responsible kids, right? We've always been. Plus, we're not into that stuff. Even when he would clean his guns, he would lock the door. Like, even around a responsible kid, there's no...
Because it could go off.
Yeah, there's no... Even around a responsible kid, there's no absolute reason why they should have that much access to a gun. So the fact that he gifted his son a gun, yes, he should be in jail. And also, too, it's like, you can't even say, like... Because you was like, oh, he probably didn't think his son was going to do nothing like that. The FBI interrogating you... Oh, you said that? The FBI interrogating you is not a normal thing. Like, that's not normal. The fact that when the FBI came to his house and showed proof that somebody in this house from this computer was threatening to do X, Y, and Z, the gun should have been done. That should have been it.
There shouldn't even no gun in the house. Like, the gun's gonna be somewhere you know nowhere about.
Right.
Like, even if I myself just have to
got a regular locker somewhere.
Yeah, like a storage unit.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna be that close to a gun because in my eyes, I already know if the FBI is watching you. Now I'm under watch. Now I can get in trouble. I'm responsible. I'm the parent.
Mm-hmm. And you know that.
And then they're gonna turn around and buy you some shit.
And you don't. Do y'all think that? Do y'all think when the FBI came to question them, right? Do you not think that the FBI like told the dad like, listen, you're responsible?
The dad told the FBI, "Oh yes, I do have guns. We hunt, but he has no access to them." And he would turn around a couple months later and buy him a gun. That's what he told the FBI.
That's why he went to jail.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. I mean, I do feel like I'm sorry, but I feel like his father is responsible for what happened as well.
Yeah.
Because
that's why he locked up now. He ain't getting out.
Yeah.
He tried to get a bond. They ain't getting that nigga no bond.
And even on the mental health part, like like I feel like we all have these. Like we all at least have one person in our family or somebody that we know. Like you know when somebody is mentally not all the way there in your family. So for you to sit there, and allow that is crazy. Like you know when somebody's off in your family.
Shot mixed.
Whatever you do. It don't matter.
Like I see where you're going with that. Like, bro, everybody know who crazy in their family.
Yeah, exactly.
You know somebody that's off. You know somebody that might be off.
Not even crazy, just like
unstable.
Yeah. Like he's not normal by society.
Like I said, if you online enough saying some wild enough shit for the FBI, for it to flag the FBI, you're not stable.
Right.
People say wild shit all day online.
All the time.
But for the FBI to flag your shit while you playing the game,
you got niggas in Chicago talking about niggas they killed on Twitter, and the FBI never go after them niggas.
But yeah, nigga, you talking about, and then probably was on some Fortnite or some shit like.
Yeah, for a 14-year-old to post something and the FBI comes, they took that serious, so you should have took that serious.
Yeah, absolutely.
At 13 years old, bro. At 13, my daughter 12. You telling me if the FBI came to me next year? Shit, not even next year, December. Talking about they investigate my daughter or some shit, but she wouldn't have no phone. She wouldn't be going nowhere. Like she going to school. We gonna find an activity, after school activity, whether it's cheer, dance, some shit like that. And then we coming back home. Like we not doing.
We ain't even finding nothing like that.
No, because we gonna keep you active.
No TV.
Because now you're in there plotting, and then you might go back to the school and goddamn fuck some shit up. We gonna keep you busy. We gonna make sure you have some type of life. But no, at 13 years old, if they got them talking about they investigate my daughter.
Listen.
No, there's no extra.
Shout out to man. Shout out to Gerard. I seen him in the chat earlier. Let me say this. I never been in trouble the way Gerard used to be in trouble as a kid. But look, Gerard, little sneaky ass. You know what I'm saying? It got to a point where, you know, this is how you know black people pay attention to their motherfucking kids. They took the door off the hinges at one point. They took everything out of the room. It was all in the living room. They took the door off the hinges. The nigga used to sneak out. He get off the roof. He'll climb out the window on the roof. And this nigga, I'll be sleeping in TJ room or something. She wasn't there. She be at Bernice's house. This nigga knock on the window. I'm out. He laughing and shit. This nigga then jumped into the bed, jumped off the roof into the bed of the truck, and then go to the next neighborhood and shit. Come back. Nigga forgot his keys and shit. Trying to get back on the roof, or they didn't lock the door, so he just got to get caught. They took the damn the door off the hinges on his ass. They took everything, nigga. It's just you in silence in this room, nigga. Like, yeah, you gotta watch your kids. You gotta go to extreme circumstances, bro.
I think they did some shit like that to me, but the only thing they left me with is my fucking stereo. I was happy about that. They let me with a stereo.
I mean, you gotta have something to do. God damn.
They left me with a stereo.
Hey, they left you in jail. Hey, okay. Now we moving on, man. Let's move on. Y'all been paying attention to the Rollo and Boosie situation that's been going on this week?
Well, I didn't know what was going on, but we had watched your video. Like,
okay.
What's going on? So I know based off of what you had.
Okay, so basically Rollo, y'all know Rollo was in jail.
Yeah. I had to make it look
yeah. Snitching allegations came. They tried to put snitching allegations on Rollo. Rollo explained it. And what he said was basically like, I tried to pay a nigga, one of my homies, to do my bid for me. Take the rap for me. You know what comes with that? I got to make the statement or whatever. So the transcripts look as if he's snitching, but there's already been an agreement between him and his homeboy. He's saying, I'm going to give you $500K. All you got to do is just take the rap, do the bid for me. But the thing was that the feds, they didn't go for it. They was like, this is clearly a lie. He trying to cook something up. Hell no. So when the transcripts come out and his homeboy finds the transcripts, he puts it out there that Rollo's a snitch. Now, Boosie, we know how Boosie is. He's the nosiest rapper in the game. He got to put his 2 cents in on everything. Boosie said, and I've noticed, this is what I've gathered. There is different type of snitching from different generations, right? So like Boosie's generation is like, nigga, if you talk to the police, you're a snitch, right?
Yeah, there's no blurred
There's no blurred lines. Like I be seeing him like Whack 100. Everybody that's like in their 40s. They shit. This is what they say. Now Boosie look a little shaky right now, but we gonna get to that. But they thing is don't talk period to the police, nigga. It is what it is.
I don't think they gotta do a generation though. I agree with that. If it's home,
I'm not saying everybody agrees, but what I'm saying is like,
look, we did some shit, right?
yeah.
I'll let you look, bro. I'm gonna take care of you. You ain't got no F's. I'm gonna goddamn make sure everything good. Hey,
but you don't say nothing. You don't say. You ain't gotta say nothing. I'm gonna go to the police station and tell them, hey, y'all got the wrong person.
Yeah,
but if I still,
but you put it like this. But you dealing with the feds too. You dealing with the feds, so you know it's a little. You know it's like a little.
I gotta talk too. I gotta go along with your story. Our stories gotta match.
They do gotta match.
So
once
I say my part,
up to the point
is that
where
snitching?
look, I ain't had nothing to do with it. Simple. Bro, telling y'all that's his stuff.
That shit's not gonna work with the
bro.
feds.
He telling y'all that's his drugs. If somebody is admitting to a crime, they gotta go with that person, bro.
It's the feds.
I don't think they have.
They gonna get who they want. The feds gonna get who they want.
Well, we don't. The reason I say you don't have to is because I don't know what the proof is. They probably got proof in the pudding that it's him.
This is what I can say, right? So if Rollo saying, "Oh, it wasn't me, it was bruh," versus somebody saying, "Nah, this was mine." You got somebody that might be trying to get out of a crime or a situation, and you got somebody that's admitting this.
So this is how I look at it. Like he said, I know that's funny. Like you got to make it look juicy for him, but as a nigga who's the breadwinner, like you gotta. That might not be enough, right? From a nigga saying I did it, because they know the game. They know that like a nigga will pay you to go do. You know what I mean? They not stupid. The feds ain't stupid. This ain't their first rodeo. So if I'm a Rollo is thinking like, I gotta really dress this shit up for him. I really gotta make it where it's like, without a benefit of a doubt, that's what it is. Now, Rollo probably looking at it like, shit, the paperwork is gonna look a little crazy, but I'm willing to do that. Now, from his camp, everybody gonna look at him like, Rollo ain't no snitch. We know what happened. But I get it. From the outside looking in, it's like that. But what I've noticed is that, this is what I'm saying. Like what you saying is very stand up, right? Yeah. But most niggas not doing that. What I'm saying is his generation, them 40, 50-year-old niggas, when I speak to them niggas is like, no, absolutely not. There's no tolerance for even
that's what I'm saying.
doing that.
I don't agree with that.
What I'm saying is Rollo, he's about to be 30. I think he's almost 30. So I say he's included in like our generation, my generation. I think that a nigga that's working his magic on the inside, if you get it, you get it. But it's like we know what's snitching and what's not. These new niggas now, they don't even care what snitching is. They don't care about snitching at all. Like they still rocking with niggas who snitch. Yeah. They don't care about that shit at all. They main excuse be like, these niggas are snitch like this Boston Richie shit. Boston Richie main shit is who in jail. Nigga, we saw you snitch. It just didn't go as far as niggas being locked up behind you. But we saw you snitch. We saw you say this person's a gangbanger, his mama a gangbanger, this, that, and the third. So it's like I've noticed generational differences when it comes to snitching. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not saying everybody operate like that. Clearly you ain't operating like that. But for the most part, what I see on the internet, niggas is really like switching it up. Yeah. It's crazy to me. But Rollo and Boosie, I think my problem that I be having with Boosie, I kind of agree with Rollo where it's like, if you my partner, right? I think I don't agree with what Rollo did with Tip. Only because he said that, huh?
You mean Boosie?
Boosie and Tip, my bad. I don't agree with what Boosie did with Tip because he said he didn't believe Tip. He think Tip was playing. So my thing would be like, go ask Tip. Like, hey. See, people get caught up in the internet. See, Boosie got caught up in the internet shit. And niggas was saying, man, you better treat Tip the same way you did so-and-so. But I don't believe in keeping the same energy with friends. Like, my whole thing is like, this is what I'm about to say. Like, people say keep that same energy, right? So, like, if it's a nigga in the street put like this: if me and a nigga come in the same neighborhood, but I don't really know that nigga like that, like I don't really fuck with him like that, and they say he a snitch, I'm gonna just be like, fuck that nigga. I'm gonna keep my distance away from that nigga. Whether it's been proven he a snitch or not, I don't care. That nigga, I need to stay away from him. But if niggas is saying, hey, you know your friend, the word on the street is this, I'm not gonna come out and say on the Breakfast Club, fuck that nigga if he a snitch. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna call my friend and I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, can you explain this to me? I'm gonna give you a chance before I, you know what I'm saying, comment. I want to talk to you first.
I agree with that.
What's going on? Yeah. Boosie don't do that. Boosie let the internet control him, and that's the same. He did that to Tip, and that's what he did to Rollo. He said that, you know, Rollo in jail. He didn't speak to him when the whole snitch allegations came out. The nigga went on the Breakfast Club, and this is what really killed me. The nigga said, well, they say Rollo snitching too, so I can't fuck with him. You don't even know for sure. You just said they say. Who is they? They is the internet. Mm-hmm. They say Rollo snitching. I can't even fuck with him. So that's why I was like, I don't respect Boosie in that sense, because Rollo's whole stick is like, when he said that, it made it dangerous for him in the federal penitentiary. Like, people, you know, now people looking at him, his life in danger because of how they treat snitches. He got to defend himself crazy. Mm-hmm. That was his thing. So, I mean, you saying personal experience, how do you feel in that type of situation when somebody does that?
On which side?
Like, just the whole Boosie. Do you think Boosie was right for doing that?
No.
No?
No.
So, what's the protocol?
I've had one of my friends since 2015. We got on the case together. It was so crazy. I got on the case because somebody said RJ was the driver, which is my nigga.
Yeah.
That was it. They didn't have no evidence against me. The video didn't show that I was there. Nothing about it. Mm-hmm. They said RJ was the driver. So boom. Alright, we got this case going on. But my partner, he also got another case that he's out on bond for and he's fighting, right? Mm-hmm. So we go to court 8 months later, we get time served, but he get an extra 3 months of boot camp because he got some other shit going on.
Yeah.
When he get out, he's telling people I told.
Just that easy.
That easy. So I'm like, okay, I'll make a few calls to my lawyer. Let me get the discovery packet. I get it. Send it to people I need to send it to. My name's nowhere in there. Mm-hmm. When they came to interview me in the visitation booth, mm-hmm. I told them, bro, y'all tripping. I don't know what y'all talking about. I walked out the booth straight like that.
Yeah.
But you just going off of emotions.
Yeah.
Literally, you didn't read your discovery packet. You probably never got it because I didn't get mine when I was in jail.
Yeah.
I got it when I got out from my lawyer. That shit hard as hell to get.
So like even so basically Boosie just jumping the gun.
Yeah, off of emotions.
Off the internet, nigga hurt your feel. You feel like you hurt, but you ain't do the proper protocol. Yeah. And somebody like Boosie who's done 5 years in prison fighting death row, you already know the proper protocol.
Yeah, you throwing stain on somebody's name off of emotions. I don't rock with that. I don't
yeah, Boosie flaw. Boosie flaw for that.
Boosie got down, just had a little mishap, man. Boosie ain't never wrong, dog. Y'all ain't gonna talk about Boosie.
I think you did like.
You said what?
Is this you did this on purpose?
No, he really like Boosie God to him.
A little mishap.
Nah, ain't no mishap.
Like that nigga stumbled. You know, he got down.
Think about niggas at night sharpening up some fucking some iron. They like, this nigga a rat.
He uses just regular logic.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Nigga, this gladiator shit.
Yeah, I'm out of jail, but in that situation with Boosie and Rollo, you literally putting somebody's life on the line. Because just off of the word alone, he might be telling. Some people could look at it like, yo, we gotta do him. Yeah. Luckily, Rollo up, you feel me?
Yeah.
That comes with a lot of protection. But
now, just from that statement there, how you know Boosie already know that nigga ain't got protection? So he felt comfortable saying that.
It ain't about that though. It ain't about that. Protection or not.
We about to move along, Brandon.
Hold on. Because then they can start.
Y'all niggas been on Boosie head for too long.
It's the critical thinking.
Because Boosie do flaw shit.
Yeah, between the Ox and whoever decided they want to touch Rollo, they can start a whole war between different prisons.
Because from what I know, Rollo, he associated himself with 2 different groups that in prison, Bloods and Muslims.
Which a lot of people do. A lot of people do. I don't agree with it. I'm Muslim. I don't agree with it.
No, I'm not saying that he claimed both right now. I know that he did used to affiliate himself with Bloods, and I do know that.
I know that. I'm Muslim. I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
I understand certain people's points.
You just want double protection.
No. It ain't about double protection. It's because
Y'all leaving?
I deal with these people on a
Where he
day-to-day.
going?
These my partners.
He spending the
I
night?
can't just say I'm not gonna hang around y'all, talk to y'all, things
You
like
coming
that.
back or you going to eat somewhere?
But claiming it, no.
That's my thing.
No.
So you go.
When I was locked up, if you claiming blood, bro, you can't pray with me. I was the imam. 6 times I was the imam. You can't pray with me at all.
That's all.
Okay, let's just move on. We got probably like 1 or 2 more topics before we get to what scenario. So, Vlad. It's 2 different situations. So,
That nigga guilty.
So we know Vlad TV. Everybody know Vlad. Vlad, he was, he had his beef with Marlon Wayans.
That pissed me off.
And everybody I think was on Vlad's head because Vlad was basically mad that he reached out himself to do an interview with Marlon Wayans. Marlon Wayans gave him his price. He said, I need $40,000 and I need 30% revenue for future, views on the actual content. And Vlad felt disrespected, which I'm not even mad at Vlad for feeling disrespected, right? Okay, you feel disrespected. You feel like the nigga try to hit you upside the head.
Hey, real quick, you said future revenue for that episode?
No, for that. So like basically when you get on YouTube, like there's a monthly, like it shows you like what you're making off of that video. So basically,
that one video he could get.
Yeah, well, Vlad chops the videos up into 2-3 minute intervals, posts them up. So put it like this: you're gonna get.
No, I was just making sure
so when he does,
saying, like,
yeah,
everything he doing.
So no. Yeah, for that video. So like yeah.
Okay,
So when he does a Boosie video, he does 30 different parts of it, and then he puts out the full interview. Right. So he's getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars based off of that content. So he's saying, I need $40,000 advance to come, and then I need 30% of the revenue that you make off of the 40-part videos that you're gonna do. Now, okay, whatever, Vlad, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Vlad feels insulted, and he then goes to every interview that he does. He brings that up to bash him, and he gets on the internet shitting on Marlon Wayans. Y'all know that black people like Vlad, we not finna let you do that. Marlon Wayans is the culture. The Wayans family is the culture. Like, nigga, Antonio went on there, and basically Antonio is a reoccurring guest, and he makes a lot of money off Tony Ayo. Tony Ayo said, nah, Vlad, we ain't finna do that. You're big on the internet. They're big in real life. We don't do that for the Wayans family. Then he eventually came out and said on the interview, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think that 40,000 price is kind of nice.
That's light.
He's like, I kind of want the same thing. He's like, I'm gonna be honest with you. He was like, yo, 50 offering me and Uncle Murda a podcast for $5 million. So this is on camera. He's like, yo, I'm gonna be honest with you, Vlad. This might be my last interview unless you're gonna give me what Marlon trying to do, or whatever. And so it definitely looked like an L for him. So Marlon Wayans told him, I'm gonna go to every outlet for the culture, and I'm gonna do it for free, because Vlad's whole thing was like Marlon Wayans only gets 150,000, 200,000, 300,000 views on his interviews. So why would I pay you that? Like, he was basically saying it's not gonna work. He went on Club Shay Shay, 1.4 million views in 24 hours. He put up the checkmate. So, and also Vlad was also constantly hating on Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp ain't never said a word about Vlad. I don't even know if he knew Vlad, but he been constantly going in on him about the Cat Williams interview, because Shannon Sharp said he's made millions off of the interview, right? That's the biggest interview on YouTube ever. And he said that there's no way he's made over $1 million. He's trying to count his pockets. academics went on there and broke it down to him like, nah, he's definitely made millions. You gotta think about the clips like how you do. The clips, this, that, and the third, the endorsements that come from that, the revenue money, the ad money, da 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 da. So at this point, I just feel like, how do y'all feel about Vlad? Like, this is a loss. Do you think that this is a point where it's like you really can't come back from it? Like it kind of showed, like, I get it, it's cliche, like that you not like us, but it's kind of like the culture vulture mentality. How do y'all feel about Vlad? Is he a culture vulture? Like, is that culture vulture?
I mean, he's always been a culture vulture. I've always felt that way. I just feel like he's not gonna just disappear, but the bigger names that he's been getting is gonna drastically decline.
They gonna be called.
Agreed, Courtney.
Like, they're gonna have to either come. He's either gonna have to come out of pocket to get them there, or niggas ain't showing up. Like, you're not about to get the yayo. You're not about to. Like I said,
Boosie fucked it up. Boosie was the first nigga to tell everybody that he was getting paid from Vlad,
nigga,
and he told him he was getting paid $40K.
Oh yeah.
and you knew he was getting paid to
You know
go
he's
up there
getting paid.
because he was up there too much. Like, nobody's gonna keep going back to the same. I'm not saying that.
Hey, Boosie be having interviews where that nigga just be like, you could tell he
I'm
just
just
here.
because I'm on this check.
I just want to get paid.
Shit, I ain't got no shows this weekend. I'm gonna go do Vlad.
It pissed me off.
I ain't gonna lie, Vlad hurt himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because you did all that and now he's getting, you say he's only gonna get like 200 something thousand views, but now he's getting way more than that, 3 times, 4 times more than that, just because you putting his name out there. And now they want to see what he gotta say about
Look,
it.
and he'll come do it for free, and we're like, you know what? We'll give you revenue on the back end.
Yeah.
We'll see your check.
We'll do it for
Just
free.
because we fuck with you.
Yeah.
Come on now.
No, I agree with y'all
And
completely.
one thing black people gonna do with the Waynes, they gonna go.
First of all,
They
that
gonna
nigga
watch.
Marlon Wayans is looking at that shit like, nigga, I'm more of a motherfucking legend than Boosie.
That shit.
If Boosie give him 40,000, bitch, for me to tell my story, I need that and I need 30%.
Hey, do you know how disrespectful that is?
I feel disrespected.
Yeah.
Like,
Really
it pisses
disrespectful.
me off. No, because there's a big issue. That's the problem with non-black people and their proximity to blackness, and they feel like they can.
Courtney said this the most she ever heard RJ speak.
What he said?
Hey, we on the podcast, man.
Courtney.
Courtney,
What she said?
this is the most I ever heard RJ speak.
Yeah, like you thought that you was doing your big one. You didn't want to pay him because you felt like he wasn't relevant. But us black people as a whole, we're gonna disagree with you because he's literally a staple
Yeah.
in our community.
We
And
may not stick together for a lot of shit.
Nigga, they
We'll
was
stick
doing.
together for
Hey, the
for
Wayans
violence.
family was doing in living color. In living color, I was 2.
They had
RJ wasn't even born.
They had J-Lo,
You wasn't even born.
They had J-Lo shaking ass.
Come on now, they gave you J-Lo. They gave you Jim
Jamie
Carrey.
Foxx.
They gave you Jamie Foxx. They gave you
Oh, not Damon.
Marlon, Damon, all the Wayans
I'm
brothers.
about to say they've been out so much that
Hey, Blaze, shut the fuck up.
it was a few Waynes that I didn't even know they was really Waynes.
Yeah, the sister. They gave listen.
they're all famous.
Tommy Davis.
Tommy
That's
Davidson.
the name I
Yeah, Tommy Davidson. Come on now. They listen, man. We don't tolerate disrespect, Vlad.
It's like asking to interview a Kardashian, like maybe Courtney,
Yeah.
and saying, "Well, Courtney, you're not Kim," or "Well, you only get this view." The whole family is famous.
Right. Fuck up. Fuck up. Who you talking to? All right, man. I think we'll do something quick because I know you. I know you probably watched the whole Ice Spice drama. Did you watch that
What, the
on
Ice
TikTok?
Spice?
Yeah.
Oh, I watched 6 parts.
I know you watched it. So we gonna give you your moment.
I watched all 6 parts.
All right. So why don't you give us the rundown on what's going on? Because Ice Spice has lost over 500,000 subscribers. Her monthly listeners has been going down. I know what happened, but I'm gonna let Tia do it because I know that they was clocking the tea.
I heard it because of her. But
Cleopatra.
I didn't know all that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let me get my drink.
Yeah, get your drink.
Let me get my
Sip your
bourbon.
tea.
Sip your tea. That ain't
Okay,
tea.
so
What?
this is what happened.
Spike.
Basically, Ice Spice, y'all know her. She's a rapper from the Bronx, and
She
then
lost her booty.
and,
Zip it.
and then we have Cleo, which
That was
I
her?
would consider Cleo influencer /
Yes.
content creator, but more so an influencer.
She's not a rapper.
No. Well,
She does rap.
She does music, but initially we know her because she was one of them girls who got real famous on Instagram doing skits and telling people the difference between they, their, theirs.
I
You
can
know what I
say
mean?
they tried to make her a rapper.
She's
Yeah.
now starting to get into music, right?
Yeah.
So, aside from that, her and Ice Spice are acquaintances. Now, I would say friends, but after I heard all 6 parts, they're acquaintances. They're industry friends.
Yes.
So, her and Ice Spice, I don't know if y'all remember this, but back when Ice Spice did the Barbie soundtrack with Nicki Minaj, she had a best friend who was going through some mental health issues, and she released all of her and Ice Spice
Yes.
text messages. A lot of tea was spilled. She was talking about Cleo. So, her and Cleo haven't been on the best of terms, but they have kind of hung out here and there. Anyway, Ice Spice is going on tour, and she invited her acquaintance, Cleo, on the tour. Kind of last minute. Well, yeah, it's last minute. So, Cleo asked her a couple of questions, like, hey, am I going to need to pay for anything? Hey, am I going to need a team? And hey, where are we going? The basics. And she said Ice Spice was basically like, you good, I got you, you're my friend.
Yeah.
So fast forward, they get on the tour, they go on the tour together, and as they're on tour together, Cleo says that basically she was misled. She had to pay for a lot of her own stuff. She wasn't included in the budget, even though she was previously told that Ice Spice was like, I got you. But also, a bigger issue was, it seemed like Ice Spice's team was unaware that she was coming. Or so she thought, because they weren't including her and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, basically, Cleo was like, that was just Ice Spice being spiteful. And so basically they had a big falling out while they was on tour together. And she put out 6 parts of it on TikTok of her side of what happened. She waited until the tour is over. She did not get paid for
that
this
was
tour.
the mistake.
She did not get paid for this tour, and social media, everybody has taken their own opinion.
She will get paid.
So as a rookie in the game, I feel like she.
I don't know if she need to get paid.
As a rookie,
That's why I said she will get paid on the back end.
Look, as a rookie in the game, this is where she fucked up. She don't have no paperwork. Just because it said, "Oh, I got you," don't mean shit. I thought I went out that first tour and I see I'm not getting certain type of treatment. That first date, I'm not getting certain type of treatment. Hey, so how the money gonna work with this?
Well,
how's this gonna work? Because if not, I'm about to be gone. Like
exactly.
I already see the writing's on the wall. Like that's your sign. That first night, I'll take an L on the first night. And
I'll say this though.
You should have never went on no tour. Or no
question. I got a question. I don't think it's so much as the paperwork. It sounds like maybe some communication could have been had, but like you just judge somebody off of your actions. You know what I'm saying? What she's seen that she was being mistreated. What I was confused about when I'm watching the whole thing, I'm watching her saying, yeah, these motherfuckers was in Texas and Mexico and they went to go to steakhouse and they ain't let me know. Oh, they put my bag outside of the door and motherfucker spent $700 on my card. And I'm waiting for her to say, well, bitch, when the fuck you going home? When is you going home?
Ice Spice came back and basically said, bitch, I'm trying to get a nut. I can't even get a nut.
She said, I can't even beat my meat.
Okay, I think 2 things can be true at the same time. I think 2 things can be true at the same time. Like, speaking, like, from the girl experience, there are clingy friends. Like,
yes.
very,
I know.
Like
Aaron.
Like,
oh, my bad.
Yeah, like,
my bad.
Very clingy.
Girl, Aaron, my bad.
Oh, damn, I was going to say, boy.
It's like being in a relationship with
and
friend.
it's smothering. So, as far as Ice Spice saying, like, damn, like, you want to sleep in my room every night, I feel that. We're grown.
Yeah.
What if I want to play with
We're
my
not 12.
What if I want my nigga over? Like,
yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like
you
the
did put her in
mistreatment.
that position.
Yeah, like, I just feel like you should. First of all, Cleo should have had a team behind her saying this is not gonna work.
She should have talked to her label. You have a label.
Or you could just be like, yo, you know what? I can afford to do certain shows closer to where I can get to. Y'all saying the 4th season, I'm gonna get a Hampton Inn. I can, like you gotta live within your means.
Courtney, you know.
Like if they sleeping in the same room, majority of the nights, at some point you supposed to bring
She's sleeping with the makeup artist some night. You going here like nigga,
all she said was go to your bunk.
I'm not gonna be a leech.
Well, let me say this. First of all, man.
Afford it and y'all not paying for it. Hey, appreciate it. I probably ain't gonna make a dime off this.
Y'all going to get steakhouse? I might go get.
First of all, you should have asked, like you said, bro.
Around New York, from there.
You should have asked. You should have asked. You should have said. You should have been like, hey, well, before I come on this tour, I just want to know, what do I need to do? Do I need to come out of pocket? Do I need to holler at my label? Am I gonna perform every night? What are the agreements?
She heard I got you, and just nigga. If this nigga tell me I got you, and we going out of town, bro, what you mean you got me? Like you paying for the room?
Yeah. You paying for my room?
Like nigga, you know I like to drink. You paying for my drink? Like nigga, what we doing?
I think that it's a combination of Ice Spice never really being on tour for real, and she is a mean girl, and on top of that, Cleo is a little bit slow, and she was mistreated. I just think that it just kind of come with the territory. I think that you just gotta take the good with the bad in the situation.
Too, like you going on tour and you're relying on somebody that says I got you with someone who's just an acquaintance. Like, not even your
exactly.
friend. Like, y'all, she said they had never hung out, been together like more than 10 hours together. They say you don't really know nobody until you travel with them or you live with them.
Then they went to like the Knicks game and then y'all ain't really go out nowhere. Yeah. And then she's saying like she felt like it was a press thing because like when they went to the Knicks game, it was like right after the friend put her out there, calling her a colorist and all type of shit. So let me get this dark skinned girl to go with me to the Knicks game. First of all, Ice Spice don't give a fuck about the Knicks. She don't give a fuck about sports. You could she played a little volleyball or something. So she, you know what I mean? It's just like, I don't know, man. I get it.
This is a little bit off subject, right? But how you feel about that video when they was praying and she was just sitting there making faces?
And she did like some shit like.
That shit was weird.
Hold on, so I didn't see.
She did some demonic shit. They were praying and she did some demonic shit.
She did?
Yeah, she did some demonic shit.
So it wasn't even like no bullshit.
I think that's why she's lost a lot of her followers.
The internet.
And I think she's on her 14th minute.
We all got a head about it. You just sitting there like.
Cause someone was like, they try to like zoom in on her hand doing some shit, and I'm like,
I think Ice Spice is on her 14th minute.
okay, so yeah.
I don't think she's really talented, and it's showing.
Explains why she lost all the followers. I was trying to figure out what happened.
Hey, y'all see how they be on Lotto ass, where she just keep going. She can rap. She has talent.
And we all got our head about it. You just looking around.
Yeah.
And making faces like.
Now, I don't expect everybody to bow their head and pray if we praying, because we all may have different beliefs in the same room. But to be doing the extra shit while it's going on, that's where it's wrong.
Right.
I don't think she's like a devil worshiper. I think she's just very immature.
Fact.
I think I look at her.
She's a young.
The way she handled this situation, I think she's just a young pretty bitch, and I think she's very immature. Like,
yeah. Young pretty bitch.
Come on.
Maybe I'm just too old for her.
Ice Spice is pretty.
She's not ugly.
She's not necessarily like the baddest bitch ever, but she's a pretty girl. Listen, hey, before I say what I need to say,
I was gonna say the same thing.
you know.
You talk to a nigga that's definitely fuck with some ugly hoes, probably.
So if Ice Spice was on your roster, we would have been like, all right, nigga. It's 2000. Hey, it's 2011, 12. We in the streets. If you would have caught you an Ice Spice at Club Miami, nigga, we'd have been like, you caught you one, nigga. Stop it. Both. Because you done hit plenty of some with no ass. Stop it.
I know.
All right then.
They ain't had no attitude like that.
Yes, you definitely hit someone with the attitude like that. What the fuck you mean? She from New York. You done hit something from Jersey. What's your take on Jersey women? Okay. All right, I'm gonna let it go. All right, man, it's top of that. Here we go, yo. Say what? That's in there, yo. Hey. All right. Cutting Sticky and his fiance Trishonda are getting married next Friday. Yesterday, Trishonda told Sticky to get a number out of her phone. While looking for the number, a text comes in from Shonda's ex-boyfriend, Damon, saying, "I'm glad we got to spend that time together last week, and your ring is in the mail."
Damn, Damon.
Let me elaborate.
Remind me of Friday.
Now you bet. He says like you better be okay. Damon says you better be glad I found it. When Sticky confronts Shonda, she says it's not what it looks like. She explains that while she was in her hometown of Houston last week, she stopped by her ex-boyfriend's house for closure.
Shout out H-Town.
She says nothing happened, but she did stay over till 3 a.m. and she only took
Central
her
time or Eastern time?
Central Time, Houston.
Shit, that's 4 o'clock.
She says nothing happened, but she did stay till 3 a.m. and she only took her ring off to wash her hands and she forgot it. If you had to make the next decision as Cousin Sticky, what would you do?
Belt to ass.
First off.
You whooping
First
ass.
off, the only reason you taking your ring off is if it's fake.
Nah, my wife take her ring off to wash her hands and take a shower.
If it's fake? No.
Wash your hands?
Jasmine take her ring off to wash my hands.
Take a
To wash her
shower?
hands.
Yeah.
Wash her hands. She take them off sometimes.
It's just, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wear a ring. I can't wear a ring.
It's
I can't
like-
wear
it's
rings,
like if you
earrings.
going-
I can't
if
wear them
you
that
going
long.
to goddamn, like sometimes ain't nobody trying to go to Mall Georgia all the time, get your ring clean, all that shit. It keeps the ring up. I get it. And
But
that
that's
shit.
what
Have
you
you ever
got.
had a ring up under
You
your
got
finger with
boiling
water?
Yeah, you got boiling water.
No, I clean my
That's
jewelry
what I'm
here.
saying. I clean it
Like how you
with
said,
soap.
But what
boiling
I'm
water, hot
saying
water,
is like, but if I'm just washing my hands, like I'm gonna just slip it off, wash it.
and then put it back on,
Yeah.
and she forgot.
Like I said, she's done left the house before, and that shit sit right on top of the.
That's
the
a
post
valuable
office.
excuse, but the situation is
This
not.
situation is different.
It is different. But
Because
like,
ain't no-
I've been poured.
Fuck you taking the ring off. I ain't even. We gonna get to you taking the ring off part.
Closure.
You need
What are you
clothes-
doing at your ex's house?
Get your clothes. All
How
right.
about that?
So you
know
went
what?
home and you fucked with your ex nigga for closure.
Now look, you know I'm usually I be too logical.
No, you don't be logical at all. That's the problem. But go ahead. Niggas say I be
So
too logical.
no, I'm saying sometimes I be too understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Understanding, yeah.
Okay, so let's say
I can
you
say I
need to
just-
have this last conversation, closure, whatever you call it.
Devil's advocate.
You feel like you can't have this in a public setting? You have to have this shit at this nigga house. Y'all could be at a coffee shop. Y'all could be, I don't know, at Applebee's.
But
chilling.
females
Like,
also don't think of it like that. Like, I just need this conversation. I don't care where it's at.
y'all can have this shit in the parking lot.
Why?
A Walmart.
Why? He invited me to the crib. I need to talk.
You feel like,
That's how
okay.
female think. He invited me to the crib. I want to talk.
And
What-
you know what? I'm like, hey, look.
Is it ever okay for your bitch
No.
that's from another town?
No.
We live in Atlanta.
You ain't
She's
got a
from
bitch.
Houston. You took your ass to Houston.
First off, I've
I'm
been to
thinking you're in Houston.
I've been to Houston.
Houston, lit.
You're in Houston to
Houston
get
tell
shit
me-
done, right? I sent you there to get shit done for the wedding. You know what I'm saying?
You
Do
gonna
all
pick
this.
up your dress, pick
And
it out
you
with your
go at 9 o'clock to your ex's house and you stay at that bitch until 3, 4 in the morning.
Ain't no
You
closure.
wrong
You just
because
reopen.
We already about to
You
get
just-
married. We already planning this. You going shopping for the dress.
And the real question is, how long have we been together? Because why do you need closure? We
Exactly.
engaged.
That's what I was
Exactly.
gonna say.
So how long have y'all been together? I mean, how long have we been together? Let's say we've been together 2 years. What's the closure? So now you're having technical difficulties and beliefs about
Closure
not
sound-
marrying me.
You
Well,
second, yeah.
Bitch,
second
you went
thing
there,
about
but you went
marriage-
home and you wanted to see your ex nigga.
You know what closure sounds
And you
like
probably
to me?
fucked him.
Closure sounds like I'm still not. Help me to convince me I should marry the nigga that
Yeah.
I'm engaged to, and not.
I don't believe in closure.
Yeah,
Closure's a hall pass.
it's a scam.
A bitch can break up. A bitch can break. I always believe a bitch can break up with me over text, over a phone
You know how
call,
many girls
whatever
that
you
can't
want to
make
do.
the closure?
That's fine. I don't need that
You know
closure.
what happened every time we had closure conversations?
We fucked.
We fucked.
Or I ended up getting right back with you.
Or I done got some
One
top.
or the
And
other.
I done
Yeah.
got some head and sit you on to the nigga that you think you wanted to be with. You know
Yeah.
what? You should go be with
Fuck
him.
closure.
I got what I wanted.
Closure is trash.
You
Closure is
out.
closure is manipulation. That's what closure is. It's just a way to get
You
manipulated.
manipulating yourself.
Facts. Remember the one time I was going out with old girl? I was at your house. I drove over there. This way back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So
Way back in the day.
I'm dating a girl. Every time I try to break up with this bitch, she start crying and doing all this.
Keep pulling up.
Facts. I remember I told the bitch, I said, hey, I'm at Brandon People's house. I didn't drive here, so it is what it is.
This nigga car in the garage.
We hid the car in the garage. I said, you know what? She pull up. She said, just ride with me down the street real quick. Let's talk. Man, I got my game face. I'm telling this nigga, man, I'm about to break up with this bitch. I'm over it. Fuck that hoe. Man. We get to the little parking lot down the street. I'm going in on her. I'm like,
stopped in the parking lot.
That's how you hear.
Know what's going on.
I'm going in on her. I'm like, I don't want to be with you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm done. It's over with. This relationship toxic, nigga. My mental ain't right. Fucking with you, hoe.
Next thing you know, the head slid in the lap.
Look, I get out. Nah, I ain't going like that. I get out the car. Say, fuck it. I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk back to Brandon's house.
Wasn't it raining too?
And then I looked, and that shit said like 1.7 mile walk back to the. I was like, damn, this shit longer walk than I thought.
And it really ain't that far, but it's that far.
It's just a far walk. She in there crying. All of a sudden, she in there crying. Ah! She going crazy and shit, hitting the steering wheel. I'm like, man, I really need a ride back. I said, man, you know what, man, we could work this out, man. Just drop me back off. I need some time myself. Just drop me back off over there at Brand's house. You know what I'm saying? We definitely had some hoes come through that night, but I definitely was like, I gotta get away from this bitch. But she was like, can I come in? I'm like, nah, you can't come in. I need some space. I need some space or whatever. But yeah, it's just, that's how I was. Like, you doing too much. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Sometimes you gotta think it through. The perfect way to break him up.
Like, oh, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Like, nigga slammed his nuts down.
2 hours later.
About an hour. But you
I'm
know,
over here trying to delay the whole. Like, all right, I know this nigga gonna come back.
she had been fucking. I've been trying to break up with her for like
Bro,
3 weeks, and the same hoes. I've been trying to break up with her for like 3 weeks. The same hoes we had been trying to get them over to the cribs and shit. Every time it's about to go crazy, here she come with throwing a monkey wrench in the motherfucker.
And it wasn't even mine.
She was trash though. Fuck her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Honestly, about this scenario, why you ain't get your closure when we first started dating?
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
you getting your closure now?
Yeah, like
Why
I feel
you
like
get your closure before you say yes to the
engagement?
like
No. Oh, to the engagement. I don't even know to the engagement now. How long we been dating?
Why you
it
get
don't
your
even
closure
matter.
before we started dating?
I dated my girl for 10 years before we got together. So, bitch, you been having closure problems for 10 years?
That's what I'm saying, like,
Yeah, no, fuck that.
Fuck that.
Yo, fuck that. I ain't playing them type of games.
I don't even believe in closure.
I don't either.
If we done, what is there else to talk about?
Yeah, she's looking to be a reason to be manipulated.
Like closure conversation should just be like, look, this is who I'm with. Stop calling me or text me.
Facts.
It's over with.
Yeah.
Facts.
Now, if it's something, like, if you gotta have that conversation, then that means
I want to know why you did what you did.
You can be friends with some exes, but if you feel like you gotta have a closure conversation, then y'all shouldn't be able to be friends.
Yeah, I agree, because there's something more there. Because what do you?
One of the two parties still have enough feelings to where you feel like you gotta set down.
Facts.
All right, I got a question. So, out of all these states, Texas, Arkansas, these are all the southern states, right, that we about to have in this conversation. Texas, Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, and North Carolina. Which 3 southern states had the biggest impact on hip hop? Which of the southern states had the biggest impact?
Florida, Atlanta.
The South. So you got Texas,
Florida,
Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida, South and North Carolina.
Florida, Atlanta, and Louisiana.
Florida, Georgia, and Louisiana, you're saying?
But listen,
Georgia, yeah.
the one that's goddamn ran the rap game the longest.
So you would say Georgia? It's 3. You got to pick 3.
Oh, yeah.
The top 3.
I picked Georgia, Florida, Texas.
No,
I think
He said Louisiana. So you got Texas.
Louisiana got more rappers than Texas. I'm from Texas.
Hold
they
on,
got more influential rappers in Louisiana.
No. I might even change it.
Memphis go crazy though.
Memphis was in there too.
Wait,
Tennessee.
Are we talking about
States.
Are we-
Tennessee.
Are we talking
That's what I'm
about?
saying. Tennessee. Memphis is in Tennessee, so Memphis they go crazy, but over time,
I'm trying to think who's in Florida.
I'm not
that I
gonna
really
lie.
want to make that.
This
I
is-
might take Florida out.
why?
Trick
Me too.
Daddy, Kodak,
Why?
I got 4.
Uncle
I
Lou,
only got 4 there.
Uncle Lou,
4 to 5 rappers.
Julio.
Rick
actually,
Ross.
I got Ross, Kodak.
It's a lot of Florida
I
rappers.
think
man.
honestly,
It is a lot.
I think Georgia.
I think Georgia's
I think
already
Georgia's
implemented in
definitely-
there as number one.
I'm gonna go with Florida just because they have so many different time frames. Like they got
Yeah.
Uncle Luke, they have Trina and Trick Daddy, they
Yeah.
have City Girls,
Yeah.
and then like I really want to say Texas, cause the whole
Texas so big.
the whole Bun B, the whole Bun
But
B,
that
Pimp
was a
C
that was
thing,
a.
They were the first ones to really put the South
Slim
on.
Thug, Paul Wall. They have different eras too. Meg Thee Stallion, like
Dallas.
I just
Yeah.
Memphis is up there though.
Hey, I take it back.
3-6 Mafia is
Hey,
probably the most sampled
My
people to this
My
day.
3 is still gonna be his 3, cause I got Louisiana. Cause ain't shit. You got No Limit. You got Cash Money. You got. Let's bring it to the newer crowd. You got Young Boy. You got Boosie. You got Webby.
Old crap, you got Lil Snoop. You got all type of rappers out of Louisiana. Kevin Gates. You got so many people out of Louisiana
Yeah, you
that are
gotta-
still
I think Louisiana
influential.
still
The
makes.
problem is
Hey.
it's 3. It's only 3 that you can pick. That's
Louisiana.
really a problem.
I
Louisiana.
think Louisiana only because
I think-
Texas run wasn't like just different
Constant.
eras. They had
Yeah,
their,
it wasn't
when they was
constant.
hot, they was hot.
Yeah.
But it
You know what?
wasn't-
I
But
agree with
Texas
y'all.
has so much.
I agree with y'all.
culture, and-
I'm agree with y'all because Texas they run is they were literally probably the only ones when like UGK came out and then they run was like
But, hold
the
on, hold on,
2000 when we was in high school,
Yeah.
right? But then Louisiana, what I'll say is they influence came like late 90s. And then right now you look at the Young Boys, you look at the what's the JD Youngins, it's a lot of people from Louisiana right now that's just
Wayne.
Only other way you can change it though is if you include Travis Scott and all of his shit to hold down Texas.
Where the hell?
I mean he's from Texas, you have to
I'm saying,
include him.
Or
In Texas,
ain't Beyonce from Texas? She from Houston, ain't she?
we said rap. We said
Hip
rap.
hop, hip
That's what
hop,
I'm
hip
saying,
hop,
but
hip hop,
nobody
hip hop.
really think about her
She
like
not
that.
really hip hop. She's an R&B artist, pop artist.
Yeah.
So we can't
So
include her.
if we not like if we looking at
Who's the biggest hip hop artist from Texas? Probably Travis Scott for real.
do you really put him in
It's
hip hop?
Pimp C.
No, Pimp
He's
C.
a hip hop artist. Pimp C's not the big. He's not bigger than what Travis Scott was. He's just more.
put Travis
He's
Scott
more.
over
He's
the-
more. He's more known than like
Pimp C.
Travis Scott is selling
Pimp C
500,000 first week.
Pimp C hold
Pimp
reign,
C,
though.
UG
His whole reign.
Listen, you talking to a nigga that's my era. I get it. We fuck with Pimp C,
But nobody.
but Pimp C is not a bigger artist than Travis Scott.
Nobody
That's
can
a
say
fact.
Travis
My
Scott
only-
and think
my only
Texas.
thing is Travis Scott is I don't just put him hip hop. He's just a pop artist.
Yeah.
He's
just
a hip hop
He
artist.
got
man.
white.
He's a present day hip hop
Nah,
artist.
he's really pop.
His fan
It
base
really
is
doesn't
white.
matter. He's a hip
He
hop
makes
artist.
popular
It does matter.
He's
If we
primarily a hip hop
If we
artist.
talking about pop versus hip hop, and we talking about Beyonce not being hip hop,
Beyonce has nothing to do with hip hop.
Did y'all
doesn't-
think?
she doesn't.
She has nothing to do with hip hop.
No. But
Travis
when I
Scott
say
is
pop,
a hip hop artist.
so you
He
put-
collabs with hip hop artists. He's in the genre
but he
of hip
makes
hop.
alternative hip hop.
It don't matter. There's different variations of hip hop.
I mean, he's the most successful. I would say
Yeah,
that.
there's different variations of hip hop. They in there
What are
fighting.
y'all doing?
Hey, Blaze, Franklin, shut y'all bitch ass up. So that was, I mean, I would say Georgia. Between Florida and Tennessee, I'm gonna say Florida only because Florida is a bigger state and has more artists than Tennessee.
What's Pitbull?
Even though Tennessee probably has the most.
Pitbull hip
He's
hop.
from Florida.
He's from Miami.
He started off as hip hop and then he started making like reggaeton and all that. So I don't know where you want to put him with that. And then probably Louisiana. Texas and Tennessee are like battling out
They
for
close
fourth.
runners, yeah.
They battling
feel
out for
like-
fourth.
Tennessee's on the verge of being a potential third. It could knock Louisiana out.
It's up there, but Louisiana been.
I mean, it's gonna take more time.
I've heard a lot of good artists out of.
I'm not saying that.
Tennessee.
I'm saying, but they have
They
the
don't get enough
potential.
clout,
They
yeah.
have the potential with their run now, and if they can keep this going, if we talk about
Jarrell said
Tennessee
No
in 15
Limit
years,
got a crazy run.
that's what I'm saying.
15?
We have
15 is a long time.
Think how long we.
Courtney said, Brandon, get it together. We can tell social studies and geography wasn't your speed. I don't know what she talking about.
Because everything I talk about was.
I don't know. I guess your speed wasn't good. I don't know.
That was the one subject I was good in. So what you talking about, Courtney?
Hey man, I don't know. Hold on. We got some more.
She was throwing me off. I had to listen.
Facts or cap. Men's advocate. Wait, hold on. What is Kazadi sending me? Should paternity tests be mandatory at birth? Facts or cap?
Facts.
Okay. As a woman, I see women who say that they're offended when you ask that because you should have known that I was the only one you messing with. How do you feel about that? You think that's like a deflection? Do you think that that's like not being understanding? How do you feel about that?
If you knew the amount of females that didn't know who their baby daddy was, you would be surprised. Like,
I know I've been accused of being somebody's
That's what I'm
baby
saying,
daddy,
like-
and I wasn't.
Or even it's so many females that are sure you baby daddy and don't be.
yeah,
And they not.
like, yeah,
Same.
and-
I've been there. I've been there. So I get it.
If anybody test one nigga, oh, if it wasn't him, it's damn sure. Yeah.
That's exactly the call that I got. They said it's not here, so I know it's yours.
Well, DNA test.
Turns out it wasn't mine.
DNA test. Got
the
it.
truth is, people are imperfect people.
Mm-hmm.
Humans are imperfect, and like cheating is so much more common than you think. It be military wives. It just be so much like going on. I think it should be mandatory because it's better.
It's say the conversation.
Yeah, say the conversation.
It's the law now.
It's better to know up
Law
front.
I'm just saying, like, if that was mandatory, like, say it's the law,
I hope it
you wouldn't even have to have that uncomfortable conversation with your girl anymore. It's the law. Let's do a DNA test.
females feel offended, in my personal opinion, because that would let a nigga know, like, shit, you been cheating on me. Off rip, like, before we even go any further,
Yeah.
you been cheating on me.
I just feel like, bruh, if you upset about that rule, you been doing some shit.
So when y'all had y'all kid, if he was to request you, let's just do a DNA test, would you be mad?
Hell no, I wouldn't be mad.
You just feel like
the only way I would be mad is if I know I did something on the back end and I know there might be a chance that I could.
You
and
did
I-
something wrong.
And that's
For
most
real,
females.
because
Yeah.
guilty people don't be scared. Like,
Yeah.
And even the offense part, like, you can take out of that because if it's a law, it don't got nothing to do with him. It's a law. Like, it
Yeah.
don't got nothing to do with you. It's a law. Like,
Yeah.
my nigga's not asking me for it. It's the law. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like the only way you really mad for real is if you doubt yourself a little bit.
Yeah, you did something. Now you like, hey.
I feel like most men should actually take it, even if it's not a law. They should take it upon themselves to actually do it.
Yeah.
You don't need consent. All you gotta do is swab the baby, swab yourself, send it in.
Hey, if they
I
put
think
that
it's a
shit
way
on
that
the
you could
ballot,
tell your girl.
I'm gonna vote yes. I can't have
I'ma
kids,
vote
before,
yes.
but I'ma still
We'll
vote
go
yes.
yes, what?
I think it's a way that you could tell.
Goddamn doing the DNA test.
I think it's a way that you could tell your girl, hey, listen, I believe 100% that this is my baby, but my belief is that I always need to just make sure, just to make sure.
And then what if she throw a fit?
So when we going, do I need to do this myself? Do I need to put the Q-tip in your mouth while you sleep? Like, do I need to, swab my baby here?
Exactly.
Do I need to swab?
Baby here,
It's
that's
gonna
not-
happen.
Baby here, that's
I'm
not
just
my
bringing
way.
it to you because I don't want you thinking I'm sneaking around. I believe in you, but this is what's gonna happen. That's just what I feel.
Facts. How
It
do you
happens. I believe it. I think that that's what you should do. I personally never done it, but I do believe if I wanted to do that, then my girl should be understanding of that.
You know the crazy part about it?
Let me let these dumbass dogs outside, because clearly they don't know how to act. They always act up when it's time for fucking shit, this podcast and shit.
So my question is, right?
Damn, what was I about to go down?
What if you sign the birth certificate as a male and then later on you find out that's not your kid. What then?
You have to get a lawyer.
There's a process.
And you have to fight that shit to get your name off of them.
Why do I gotta do all that?
It's a
It's the
process.
government.
But that's what I'm saying. If we just had DNA
You ain't got
tests,
shit to worry about.
when you find out, it don't matter. If we just had DNA tests when you find out that you pregnant, we don't even gotta go down that road.
Do you know what's crazy? In some states, right? In some states, she put you on child support.
Mhm.
You ain't gotta take a DNA test because she said it, and you ain't show up to your court date.
Oh yeah.
You
I know about that.
You automatically on papers,
Automatically.
bruh. Do you know how stupid that shit sounds?
Oh no! In some states, let's say
We don't know you the father. We just going off what she said.
She said it. You ain't show up to your court date. Hey, now you on child support for a kid with a girl you may not even touch. You might not even know her.
I heard in some states there could be, let's say there's a married couple, and the female gets pregnant, and then they divorce, and that baby turns out not to be her husband's. The husband got to pay child support for that baby.
Yeah,
Because he been there.
Because that baby's name, his name's on the birth certificate.
And
Once that name
yeah.
get on the birth certificate, you gonna have to pay
That's
$10,000,
what I just said.
$20,000
I said
for the lawyer to
I
get
said,
to clear that shit up.
Let's say you sign a birth certificate, right?
Mm-hmm.
And later on, down the line, you found out that's not your kid. What
In
then?
California, you the father.
Yeah.
In California,
Unless
you do
you
that.
That's what she just said.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
you got enough money.
In California, you the father.
And you're gonna have to pay a lot of money to get your name off that birth certificate. And
Mm-hmm.
prove that
You don't get
kid.
figure it out.
Hey, you
That's
ain't
why
getting
I
$1
feel like-
back.
that's
You
why
ain't
I
getting
feel like it
$1
should be
back.
implemented.
You should,
You should. Yeah.
especially if you have doubts, or just if you just want to cross your eyes. I mean, dot your I's and cross your T's. That's what you should do. So, we got two more.
That was a good one.
A man put his 14-year-old daughter out because she's only in the 8th grade and she's pregnant again. Fair or
Again?
foul?
Again?
Again. She's
Again?
14 in the 8th grade. She's pregnant again.
Go live with that nigga.
Do you think it's fair or foul?
Hold on, one more time. You have a what?
A man put his 14-year-old daughter out of the house because she's pregnant again.
Not once, but again.
She's pregnant again and only in the 8th grade. Fair or foul?
Did she have the first child?
No. Both. Let's go both ways. No and yes.
No and yes. Either way.
No and
you
yes.
out
How do
here-
you feel about it?
You out here fucking.
First off,
Not just one
if
person.
you had the first child or the second one, if we pass the time limit for Georgia, we driving to North Carolina. I know somebody that's gonna do that shit for free. I already got the paperwork. We got there. All you gotta do is sign this, say you ain't got no job, and you ain't got no parents that's gonna help you. Yeah, then that baby out of here. We ain't taking care of two. But
Let me see what Courtney said. Let's read the comments. Let's read the comments. I was slipping on. Hold on, real quick. Let's read the comments because I've been slipping on the
You got
comments.
a new comment?
Yeah, we got a lot of new comments. So let me see. Vlad. Okay. No Limit had a crazy run. I met a nigga the other day that told me he found out he wasn't the father after 12 years. That's crazy.
12 years is wild.
After 12 years, that's your kid. Now, at that point,
Yeah.
what else the fuck you supposed to do? That's crazy. All right, so it's offensive depending on how the man goes about it. That's what Courtney says. Some men will straight out say, I know for a fact that's not my child. Knowing there's a possibility when he had sex with no condom. So I don't agree with a man being disrespectful about his approach, but I agree with the test being mandatory. Yeah, I don't think we was talking about like.
If it's mandatory,
I don't think we're trying to say like a nigga was being
Yeah, that is
disrespectful.
That is
Yeah, that's disrespectful. I don't think that's what we were trying to go at. We were trying to say like, should a test be mandatory? Period, just
If
to
it's-
save everybody a peace of mind.
But see, the thing is, if the test is mandatory, then you ain't gotta be disrespectful. I ain't trying you. Hey, baby, this the law. You
But
gotta
nah,
go
if
get
a
your
nigga
DNA
say,
test
I
right
know,
now.
if a nigga say, I know that ain't my baby,
Then that's when the shit gets
Jarrell said
That's
his genes are too strong for any confusion. That's how I feel about the Holmes. The Holmes family, like all y'all niggas look alike.
But I ain't gonna lie to you. I was showing my daughter a picture of me as a kid and then her and my son. She was like, damn, dad. Well, she ain't say damn. She was like, dang, dad. We all did look alike as kids.
Smacking on the mic is nasty work. No, did you?
no, did it.
Hey, you know what else is disrespectful? Not being here, bitch. Bring your ass to work. Fuck wrong with you?
But I need to talk to y'all niggas about these PTO days.
All right. Let me see. We got another one.
Hold on, I got one, man.
Go ahead.
We didn't finish the 14-year-old one.
Yeah,
Somebody
the
in
14-year-old
comments
daughter.
said, move him to grandma.
She's in the 8th grade. She's pregnant again. What happened?
Oh, 14-year-old. Hey,
You gonna live with that nigga?
nah, you can keep one.
No, you
No,
can
she
keep both
already
of
had
them.
abortion.
No. You could keep both of them. If she had both of them, you could keep both of them.
I ain't gonna
You
lie.
not living with me.
Let me
The question is this: you can't just tell your kid to leave. As a parent, you're responsible
By
for that
law,
kid.
by law, no.
You can't just kick a kid out. You're responsible for that kid. Are you going to give up your guardianship?
Yeah.
I will.
So you'll give up your guardianship because
Grandma, you want guardianship? Okay.
because your kid is fucking.
Yes.
I mean, at that
When
point,
did you start
honestly,
fucking?
let me just be.
Hold on, Brandon. When did you
Well,
start?
when did you
We
start?
not a
Okay.
person.
Hold on.
No.
Wait. Uh-oh.
When
I
did
got
you
a
start
big-
fucking? Was it 14 or was it 11?
Younger.
Okay.
How old
so,
was you when you lost your virginity?
10.
So why?
You lost your virginity at 10? Well, hey,
Hey, on the
you
playground.
definitely, hey,
On the
I can't
playground,
even
under
lie.
the tire. You know the little
I
tire
can't
that
even
like-
lie.
it's
So you
halfway
lost your
in the
virginity
ground,
at 10.
halfway out.
So you lost your virginity at 10, right? I remember I might be giving a little bit too much information. But, like, I started, like, beating my meat at, like, 11. At 12 was, like, the first time I actually seen something come out, right?
See, no.
So,
Yeah.
you were beating your meat before you could even, like, probably something could come out.
Yeah, my dad had Girls Gone Wild. He had a bunch of those videotapes, and I used to watch them.
So,
When I lost my virginity, I peed in her.
you what? Wait, you lost your virginity, what? You peed?
I peed. I thought I nutted. I was like, oh, this shit feel good.
Too young to be
She was,
fucking.
hold on. She was like, this shit hot. I was like, what you mean?
You probably get her a UTI.
Right.
You peed in her vagina.
Probably.
You gave her a UTI for sure.
So did you deserve to be kicked out for fucking at 10?
No.
I'm a male. I
It
can say
doesn't
that.
matter.
It's a standard.
No, I don't
That
agree with
male
that.
versus female standard is there.
What's the standard?
Niggas fuck. Females don't.
You wasn't a nigga. You was a child.
You were a child. You didn't even know what you was doing.
How?
For real.
Right.
How? How can you say that?
You had a condom on the 10?
No.
Because you didn't know how to put
No.
one on, right?
But I'm saying though, I got my first gun when I was 11. I started kicking doors at
And
a
you
young
should-
age, so
And,
like
and what happened?
You should've been
What happened? What path that led you know?
a bad path.
All right. That's
But
my point.
this what I'm saying though. At that time, technically, I knew what I was doing.
No, you ain't know what you were doing.
You
You
did.
thought you knew what you were
I
doing.
thought I knew what I was doing.
You ain't know what you was doing.
But did you need? Okay, yeah.
All I'm saying is, my bro, I'm not gonna kick my 14-year-old out. One, because it's against the law. Two, because obviously there's something that I'm not doing that I need to be doing.
Not
Something that I'm
necessarily.
doing is not like tapping in with my daughter.
Not necessarily. Social media is crazy. Kids.
You gotta adapt to that as a
kids
father.
Kids in
Times is
pre-K
different.
Exactly.
Stop thinking that.
Kids in pre-K got phones and access
Yeah.
to Twitter and.
But stop
OnlyFans
thinking that.
and
Stop thinking
all
that.
type of shit.
Stop trying to raise your child the way you was raised.
Yeah. Kids.
A lot of people, but
Kids
no.
in pre-K and kindergarten got access to Twitter.
And
OnlyFans,
stop trying to
shit
raise
like
your
that.
children how you was raised. That's my main thing. You gotta adapt. A lot of people try to raise their children how they was raised. I be seeing people. I used to get my ass whooped. What my mom used to do to me is abuse now.
Yes.
Can't do that
Yes.
Why can't you?
because you're going to jail. Period.
Stupid
That
It's
father,
like
that
police.
father in Winder, his dad probably passed him down a gun, and he wanted to do the same thing, but his fucking son went and shot up the whole fucking school. You can't do the same thing.
You gotta know your kids.
Yeah.
That
It
part.
is what it is.
That part. Because he would have been okay with it. Like, nothing would have happened to him. Everything would have went okay if the kid didn't go shoot up the school. So, it would have been a good tradition.
You should find out why your child is so hypersexual at 14.
Exactly. That's my
And
whole
14.
point.
You should find out if they were
That's the
molested,
question.
if they were raped.
The girl had 2 kids at 14.
You should find out if they were molested or raped because a lot of kids that are sexually abused tend to be hypersexual and overly freaky.
But now
Him,
And
him.
you should.
Him.
You
Nigga,
should.
this is a safe space.
I told him
nigga.
this.
We on the
No, it ain't
podcast,
say. I
man.
told him
You
nigga
should
12
be-
years
Bro,
ago.
this a public shit.
You
dog.
should be trying. You should be.
Shut up.
exhausting.
When you lost your virginity, Brandon?
long time ago.
What age? What age did you lose your virginity?
You said I had you beat, so
12.
So you said 12 you lost your virginity because it was older people, right? That was encouraging and shit, right?
It was the person I did it with. It wasn't that. Oh, you talking about the earlier shit?
You told me that it was some shit going on that was encouraging, right?
Oh yeah.
I told you 10 years
That
ago.
was before. Now my actual first time, I got her drunk. We got to drink it, and then boom.
So let me ask you this. I told you 10 years ago that you were suffering from PTSD.
I wasn't drinking, I was smoking. But
I told him this when he lived in the Prescotts. This had to be 10, 12 years ago.
This turned into a therapy.
No, it's not. I'm just telling you. I told you that you had PTSD. The reason I'm saying that is because people don't, especially guys, we don't realize where, like, nigga, you kind of, like, been abused. And, like, every person I've met, and this is men and women, especially women. I know a lot of women that have been kind of abused. And their situation, when I look at the situation, it's kind of like, damn, like you were abused and you're hypersexual because of that. I've seen it like a lot.
Abused how though?
Sexually abused.
I know a girl
I was never
who her cousins, when the family function was going on, her older cousins was putting her in a position with other cousins where they was young and they was coaching them to do some crazy shit, right?
Okay.
Now, at the time, they didn't know what they were really doing. They were just doing stuff because, like, my big cousin is telling me to do this.
And I want to be a part of it.
She cried one day to tell me, like, I'm realizing now as an adult that this is what was going on. And I'm not comfortable around my cousins. I don't fuck with them. They lame. And what I'm saying is, like, I get it. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Like, that's a fucked up situation to be in. So it's just, I don't know, like.
And abuse it doesn't always have to be that. Abuse can also be like, I had a boyfriend and I was 14 and he was 17 and we was in love. No, you were used, like, sexually. Like, so, just little stuff like that. Like, but
how?
Because
how? That's okay. The age is young, right? The age is very young, but that's 3 years. Me and you, we got 7 to 8 years apart. So how can you say that outside of the age being so young?
Okay, because first of all, when you're 14 years old, you are in 9th grade. You're probably still watching Hello Kitty. When you're 17,
In 9th grade?
In 9th grade, Hello Kitty?
Yes.
I was watching Booty Talk.
What you talking about?
Booty Talk 68, man. Bingo takes on.
When you're 17, you can have a job. You can drive.
16.
Like,
16.
That's
you
what
can have
I
a job and drive.
Okay, but we're talking
Shit,
about 17
14 when I
though.
was.
But even though it's a small gap, 14 to 17 or 14 to 19, like that's still a big difference in the mindset. Like back in the day, like you could go to lounges when you was 18, you could get cigarettes, all that when you was 18. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? So that's a big difference. Whereas you're just coming out of 8th grade at 14, like.
I'm young, but I'm
weird.
old enough to understand that era.
As far as us having our age difference or whatever, I would never be dating you. You would never be 14 and I would never be dating you at 17 or 19 or whatever. Like, we didn't start dating.
17 or 19?
No, I'm just either. No.
I'll play it.
Yeah, when I was 14, she was like 21.
Okay, and as you, so let's say you're 14, I'm 21. Do you ever think there would ever, like, what would be the situation to where we would start talking, like,
I got
at
that
that
sauce.
age? No.
I got that sauce.
No.
You know, they got a 16-year-old.
First of all, you can't even compare the two
Hold on.
because we started dating when we were older. You was already over 21. So
Yeah.
why would you even come? That
I'm
pissed me
saying,
off. Because
yeah.
why would you even bring that
Dun,
up?
dun, dun, dun.
No, you set it up.
Dun, dun, dun,
You
dun.
do the oop.
No, I didn't throw
You
the
did.
ooh. No, I didn't.
You did.
No, I
Hey,
didn't.
Tim, I heard you like them young. You better not ever go to cell block
Did
one.
y'all ever see that picture? They got a 16-year-old dating a 20-something-year-old female. She like 22 or 21 or some
I've been there.
shit. I've been there too, but this is what I'm saying. It's going viral. And they saying that she
Where
can't
have
go
you
to
been?
jail because
Georgia, the state of Georgia, the age of consent is 16.
Exactly.
Finish him.
17 years old though.
Finish him.
No, I'm saying though, like.
So 16 and
Okay,
21,
so you
22.
would let.
Don't say you.
Okay, so you see nothing wrong with that though, like.
Who we talking about? My son or my daughter?
Either or, both. Like, let's.
This is different.
14 and
How is
17.
it different?
14 and
Double
17.
standard.
Y'all both in high school. What is wrong with that?
A lot.
I was in high school.
lot.
fucking
That's
college.
9th grade and,
I was-
and 11th grade.
I was
That's
in
2
high
grades.
school having sex with college females.
So you would let your 14-year-old daughter date a 17-year-old, 19-year-old boy?
Personally, no.
Okay, so what are you talking
Oh, you
about?
said 17 or 19? Because you switched it up.
I said both at first, but either or. Is it a difference?
Because that female to male standard is there.
I gotta know
If
my
my-
kid.
It's different
Yeah,
if
that's
your
what I'm
You
daughter.
gotta know your
If
kid.
my son in the 9th grade and he tell me, damn, Dad, I just hit this little college show.
If he's in the what grade?
I'm like, bro, appreciate it.
He in the what grade?
It's
9th grade.
different.
He had a-
Nah.
he had a college female
No.
in 9th grade.
It's
My son cannot be in the. I mean, he do what he do.
If
But
he in the 9th
if
grade,
he come to
you
me
tell
and
me-
he's in the 9th grade, he talking about he hit a grown woman, I'm gonna be like, son, come on now.
It's different if they're
Boy,
No.
I can't wait till these cameras go off so I can say what I
It's
really
different if they're both of age. Like if everybody's like 21 or 25.
Yeah,
like,
no, I
you
ain't
know
with
what I
that.
mean? That's different. You
I ain't with no
you're
grown
adult.
woman fucking my son.
But do you really?
And he's 14.
TikTok has pushed me to.
I'm
No.
looking at it like, damn, bro, you smack some shit.
But you gotta put your own like old school beliefs to the side and be real with yourself. Like, what is that gonna do to your 14-year-old?
I can say outside of old school beliefs, I was there. I was that age doing that. So
That's the problem. But okay, so when that happened, when you was that age, how did you feel about that? Like, did it affect you anyway? Were you hypersexual? Like we're talking about, 'cause that's the originality of the conversation. Did you ever feel like you're hypersexual? Because I've told, and Brandon, my bad, I don't want to put it out like that. I've told Brandon that he was at one point he was hypersexual because of he started out. Everybody that I know, it's not just Brandon. Everybody, women and men who told me they lost their virginity. I feel like I lost my virginity at a normal age. Everybody that I've seen that lost their virginity at an age where I'm like, nigga, that's early as fuck.
I mean,
Everybody I know, I swear to God, they're very, like they're lost as individuals. They're literally hypersexual. They bust that pussy open early. They can't sleep without trying to find some pussy. Shit like that. I done seen them.
I'm not like that. I just like to have sex a lot. That's it.
I mean,
But I can say I'm probably.
I don't know what
in
your
that sense, it's
your
probably a
thing is.
nymphomatic.
You said what?
It's probably a nymphomatic in that sense.
So you feel like you're a nympho at some point. You feel like you, or do you feel like you like to have sex more than above the average?
Yes.
Why you think that happens?
Because of my early age.
Exactly.
See, when I say I was
agree.
exposed, I'm not talking about the first time I had sex. That's not what got me there. I've started being exposed at 5, 6 years old.
That's not normal.
With 14.
That's not a good thing,
5 and
bro.
6, no.
The thing about trauma
5 and 6,
is
no. I don't agree.
the thing about trauma is you don't really know you have
You
it.
don't know
until
you have
see a
trauma
therapist.
until
Like,
the trauma's
you think-
happening.
Niggas, the fact of the matter is, a lot of niggas are addicted to sex, addicted to porn, and it's because of shit that happened to them or experience that happened to them when they was younger, and they just feel like it's just cool.
It's
like,
normal.
no, it's not normal.
sex.
It's not normal to be hypersexual. Like,
I
it's
like
not.
what I like. You like to read books and work and whatever they
Go
else
watch
you
it, eat.
do.
A student from Appalachian High School shooting said she didn't even know the shooting happened because she was listening to Ken Carson on her AirPods playing full blast.
That's the
Man,
I get it. Hey,
We got one more. We done, man.
we got one. Hey, I can't even be mad at her because I sure used to be at school with my little fucking Walkman trying to keep it. See, you wouldn't know nothing about that. I used to have
Walkman,
a-
I do know about the Walkman.
You know what a Walkman is, but you don't know nothing about being on the back of the bus and the motherfucker go over a bump and that Walkman skip. And you gotta pull that CD out.
Nah,
Fuck
I ain't-
going,
I
yeah,
ain't
you
do
don't
all that.
know nothing about that.
Play goddamn, but you hit that bump. That CD ain't never gonna play the same.
All right, let me see. We got one more. If you are broke, facts and cap. If you are broke, you shouldn't be dating anyone. Explain.
You could be broke and still date, but you could date to a certain within your means. Broke don't always just.
So basically, you need to find out a broke bitch.
Nah.
No.
If
If
don't
you
have-
broke, you need to find another broke
A
bitch.
person
ain't
can,
gotta- you
a
know,
person
you ain't
can
gotta-
be
she ain't gotta
broke
be broke.
for the instance, depending on what happened.
I could be broke and make you have the best time of your life, and we ain't gotta spend but $20. I may take you on a picnic. I may do some shit, a lot of free shit, but it's sentimental. I put some thought into it, and that next nigga might take you to fucking catch and spend $300.
And all y'all did was have a dinner.
So let's say 9 times out of 10, you the broke nigga, right?
But you gotta be
I need y'all to tell me 9 times out of 10.
Creator, bro.
9 times out of 10, you're the broke nigga, and you're like, hey, I'm gonna take you out, and you're gonna try to do something creative, and then there's the nigga who got the bread, and he could take you somewhere expensive, things of that nature. What is the woman gonna pick?
I pulled some of the.
Tia.
I did the best when I was broke.
What is the woman gonna pick?
Between the broke nigga and
The broke nigga that's, let's say he's creative. You know what I'm saying? Like he took you on a picnic at Piedmont Park, and you know it's because he broke, right? But then there's the nigga who's saying like, let's go to a staycation at Chateau Elan, and he got the bread. Who are you gonna? Who do you roll with?
The grass isn't always greener. Like, but to be real, if the broke nigga is like broke to where he can't do like the bare minimum, which by bare minimum I mean like stuff for himself, like lights are off, there's no power, we're bathing in the cold, like yeah, I'm going with the other nigga.
We're gonna keep each
But
other
if you're a broke,
but if he has, listen,
we're gonna keep each other warm.
if it's a situation to where he has a job and he has financial responsibilities, and unfortunately every Friday after he takes care of his financial responsibilities he's left with $0, I will still date you, because you're just taking care of you're just taking care of your responsibilities, and at the end of the day you can only afford to take me to Piedmont Park because you're handling your business. I'll go with him. But if you just, the lights not on, and you know, and you smoking, and no.
he keeps it bad. I got some weed.
Yeah,
He keeps some weed.
He keeps some weed, but goddamn.
He keeps some weed.
He keeps some weed, but there's some other shit going on.
Yeah, you on party flyers every Friday. The lights is off.
I'm drinking for free. I'm being.
Everything is free where I'm going. No.
Damn. I might got one more.
What about? Wait, hold on. We're not done.
Okay.
What about broke bitches? I want to hear the niggas' opinion on females, broke females.
Good.
Niggas, first of all, niggas don't care if a bitch is broke or not. A nigga rather his bitch be broke. To be honest with you, a nigga rather his bitch be broke because I'm just be honest with you. Our pride, a nigga want to take care of his girl.
I love me a rich bitch now.
Listen, I get that. I'm not saying. Listen. I get that. I'm saying what I'm saying is niggas for sure. They want a nigga. They ego. They want to be able to say like, I come home, I bring the bacon in. Most niggas, 9 times out of 10, they want to say, I bring the bacon in, I take care of my bitch, da 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 da, right? Whereas to
even if I'm broke after that,
yeah,
I took care of that shit.
That's what a lot of niggas want to do.
So y'all not no 50-50 niggas. That's what I'm hearing.
If a nigga didn't have to do 50-50, hey look,
right?
50-50 come with different aspects though. Like
facts.
You clean the house, you do the dishes. All right, cool. You take care of the house. All right, I go clean the gutters. I change your oil when it need to be changed. I take care of the tire. You got a flat tire. I do that. There's different aspects of 50-50.
Hey.
You don't want to do what I do, and I don't want to do what you do.
Facts.
So it's not going.
I don't want to do shit you do.
You clean 4 days out the week, and I clean 3 days out the week, or we swap days.
Nigga, I've been sweeping and mopping the last 2 weeks, and that shit got my back hurting.
That's what I'm saying. We don't want
that shit ain't for niggas.
We don't want to do that.
I swear to God, I did that shit today, and I'm like looking at that shit. I'm like, bro, this ain't for niggas, bro. That shit for the women. Yeah, I have a good. Hey, that shit. When I cut the grass, that shit is like that shit is good for my mental, bro.
It ain't even got nothing to do with them.
Yeah, like I feel like this shit liberating. I cut the grass, I be like, man, I be listening to my music.
Text me every 2 weeks. You need service?
See, I can't, however you, that's your household. However you choose your household, that's your household. But I know for a fact, nigga, when I cut the grass,
too hard to cut grass.
when I cut, see, no, I don't believe that. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that.
Y'all niggas don't understand.
Did you grow up cutting grass though?
Yes.
Knocking on doors like, hey, you need your grass cut?
Yeah, that's what we was doing.
Yeah, I was doing that. Walking
Yeah.
around with a lawnmower.
Yeah.
He said he started that.
My uncle had me. Hey, Hey, my uncle, he don't play. Nigga, I felt the shame. My uncle came over here one day. He was like, nigga, look at your line. What you gonna do? Da, 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 da. My uncle, one time, he had me and Gerard out at 10 o'clock at night. I was holding a lamp in the yard, and this nigga was laying down new grass. It was 10 o'clock. It was wet outside, and we was laying down new grass. That's just how he don't play that shit. Like, it's the southern shit in me. Like, I can't do that. So for me, it's just like, yeah, like when it come to that, like I gotta do my own grass. I gotta, you know what I mean? So
$40 minutes. $40.
Nigga, an hour and 45 minutes for me to cut the front and the back is big as fuck. And next week I'm buying me next year I'm buying me a riding lawnmower, but I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta do it. I gotta do it.
I started doing it.
Even outside of the lawn, tire get flat.
Oh yeah,
Fact.
You prefer her to call a random nigga that might flirt with her while he changing the tire?
I said I'm gonna come do that. I'll come do that.
Exactly. For a change. You want her to
Fact.
go to a company that's gonna rip her off and charge her for some extra shit that ain't.
Nigga, let me tell y'all the shit Jasmine stupid ass. I'm here. This is a bash. Wait. This is a fuck Jasmine podcast. Yes, it is. Let me tell y'all what Jasmine stupid ass said. Jasmine ass did the other day.
So therefore, like, it's different.
I'm gonna let them talk. Hold on.
When it comes to the grass, I ain't doing no more.
Let me tell y'all what Jasmine stupid ass did. This is what pissed me off. Jasmine, old dumbass. So she been texting me. It's been like we've been hearing like cricket noises at night.
In the house?
Yes, usually by the stove. So I'm like, is it a cricket in here? Like a gang of crickets? Like we done killed like 2 crickets. And I'm like, where the fuck is this noise coming from? So she really been like, Jasmine loses her fucking mind. Yeah, like it's been going in. So she goes over the last couple of weeks. She been texting me today. Like she sent some stupid shit. You know women get stupid. She talking about some damn I hear the cricket, and I said, well, take the spray and spray it behind the stove. Like, I think that's where it might be at. I'm not there. I'm like, spray it behind the stove. She said, well, ain't the gas line behind the stove? It's gonna blow up the stove. And I said, you stupid. I'm sitting here like, you stupid mother. So you think that just the line is just spraying out gas in the open?
I think it's flammable.
But it's secure though.
So you don't think that no water, no grease, no nothing.
Nothing gets behind there. It's just.
Are those things?
I told her the house would have been blown up if that was the case, right? So I left it alone.
Grease on gas is flammable.
So look, this was the next thing. So she says, so she texted me today, like, about the cricket. She's like, no, yeah, actually, yesterday I got home from work. She's going in about the cricket, right? She's right here about to go on her walk. She like to go on a walk through the neighborhood and shit. She opens the door. The dogs is out. Now, y'all see what kind of dogs I got. Like, I got a big-ass dog. Like, you don't just let that dog run out the door.
Yeah.
She opens the door. It's a fucking cricket, and she thinks that that's the cricket. Yeah. Now, mind you, you open the door, so clearly the cricket's outside. She goes, oh, my God. Justin, I'm sitting on the couch. Oh, my God. Justin, hurry up. This is the cricket right here. This is the cricket. So I'm like, oh, my God, this motherfucker. I'm getting up. I'm putting on my shoes. She just let the fucking dogs run outside. You know, thank God it ain't nobody out. It ain't no fucking body out there for real. Because if the dog went and ran up on somebody, 130-pound dog, they scared as fuck. Like, she's going out. I'm just like, what? Like, just lost all train of thought. Like, that's what women do. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, women lose train of fucking thought when it comes to, like, some shit that is, like, not even a big deal. So she's on that. It's not a big deal. That's how she look at it. I'm just saying, like, Jasmine, please, like, let it go.
This nigga Justin gonna be on the couch tonight, bro.
Nigga, it's football season. I don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
Nigga, it's football season. Give me an excuse.
Exactly. So
I'll be in bed tomorrow night, Saturday.
gotta wrap this up, man.
We about to start it up. Look, the game ain't even started yet, my brother.
No, I gotta get rid of one, so I got that low at my
Hey man, it be like that. Hold on, let me see what else. Let me see if I got another one real quick. I know he like, damn, please don't have another one. I don't think we got another one, man. So hey man, appreciate everybody that came through. Shout out to RJ. Shout out to RJ. Shout out to Tasia. Tia. Where the fuck is Tasia? Where is Tasia? Everybody put their middle finger up for Tasia. Yeah. And we out, baby.